Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and afei oye Instagram nyano oye Kastle 90.3 FM. Download our radio app or Google Play Store, App Store. Maybe I should able to my jembel. Nate on phone way earpiece and then earpiece. Any about the pay in everything and one and I better still tin here. And I for internet Kastle www.kastlefmonline.com. Everything here no. And I can Ghana so some more tribune so Eric can be so. When ye boy and I was out, would you maybe be a business be a Fabana Kastle FM? Yamonde when you found all your cassette, Katakana, and Taba Jembel. Na pinetical na etum na yezamo na also nya faso echi ye pa enyi yan marketing department is in Congo 0244 406 500 0244 406 500 and send your email info@kastlefmonline.com and kastlefmonline@gmail.com na yan twetwe komo ehwana ebusia meda sepa makana ma no che ya to esem ye brezin komo anyen sam wo ho pe for ye so no ye do no ye so no ansan fofra ya nta ansan fofra eno chera de kwampanchi nta de pachi ni chacha mada badwum na bibia akoye ma nsem wezi se no yebesi mu ngwane yezi hu ko but yamfa na asema ye na abo afo so na asem eman ndenya abrisi batina si na yezi nkomo no yeza bro ozika no eye Ema Live Training Center yami adema 10th October this coming Tuesday and count the next Tuesday no 10th October wabacho nsane dwuma job skills na wabacho kwana wafade wa mushroom production organic weedicide organic insecticide and our face shower gel azuma soup fruit ice cream fish pond meat pie donut cake and our biodigest wabacho kwana wafade wa skebochia e 250 Ghana cedis in Kanaska 2.5 and ebochia na ebochia na da obey training na ebochia de muskano enti won fa won ka che se niskano da bi eda obey dwumezi na e band muskano aba na ebochia na wa che na mom ebezin kan a register with your name eba fa na way na register 0549 052397 0549 052397 na register eba training we wia obo more pen drive obo contain video what the child you mezi na se nyina no obadnya bogo pen drive na za monetum na hwe the master for wia wa more certificates our chada mpa ebusia the mensa na dwuma tedam ente botum na ayebie ana ebe shop mpo etum na dai babakodo e Top Yard Event Center Urban Chapel Square just behind Emitma the Palace anapa 9 am and our shadow one the master na for fanda se koma Ridge Royal Hotel Royal Weekend Hangout and then the yesha say you bri feeding you be ndo ye from peka kente and then you bring your kanche wo kun wo yel e busia for won pay won kaji we nyanyi paso ye de one day da ya me yad mo chena or Saturday na watch you do swimming pool yesese mo kama e ba na ebezin se bonom zo bono zo mbo nyina cocktails na bi what am na for Sunday branch restaurant and after lunch and at 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. But from one na you want to come on radio I want to check on Cape Coast second ridge 0312 003222 0312 003222 and at 0501 672 908 0501 672 908 radio hotel richly inviting comfortably yours now national cyber security awareness month in 2023 our BM need minti cyber security authority wanyi other global community aka boma woba shedam oye afi we woba shedam ho fa wanam na promoting a culture of digital safety on yitira sama wode sidi wana bakodo ewo oye College of Physicians and Surgeons Bridge ewa Accra Monday or by 2nd October and 9 am and wa sha say na why official opening seminar no when the partner and sponsor the 2023 edition of the National Cyber Security Awareness Month na etum na woboa na yakutia cyber security and after workshop na do be ni na fenam we na nyi pay for zenkomo 0303 972530 0303 972530 and 0303 972531 Cyber Security Authority also securing a resilient digital Ghana high sense mankan show one air condition promotion go do kwa yami admo china no bowie entenka je de yantem no ko na kaje wazi ehia bi is office or school or ana so no ehia bi ifie na nyina akọ na kaje bi high sense for one air condition no oy papa wanye dede on twenye ma hozen oyefe oyabe foze ne name so ne bu da fon boko won show mu atapetim e wa Ghana babia ne mum fifi mantom edu oyemankasima antekua Urban Blue Hills Restaurant wanye Pacific Filling Station no ena wani abanyim pe 0302 550 000 0302 550 000 high sense ana Also everyday prices for everyday people. We no money my first batch of oil sponsors we so masa matenasi na mezi en competition betum na mezi abro. Makana bi ya mayansha nsama be gofro batenasi na ye bezo man Ghana won commander fide nya abre ye wohwe na yetum na yeze ho komo ewo ehwanam. Now ma yenhwe ye bohwe oye EC ended da oye Dr. Bossman Asare on oye deputy electoral commissioner in charge of oye corporate services. Let the citizens know Jumeza Asa of very easy way no in our friends them for shame. Now Chema political parties they must desist from encouraging minors to register. One wins in feeder watch what to mock when your voters ID card no osi political parties one shall want to na one boa na minors we register no yen na yentum na intase wan pe kreatina se ewa kan wadwendo no yetum na izon komo wale batu do ende enwabe ye wohwe wachema within 16 days, let's say 2 weeks plus 2 days asa ndeda na kasa na nyimpa register wana ehwa wobocho wanzin na wobocho wanzin na waji oye voters ID card no way over oye 600,000 and so far so good easy we register one we register 673,276 new voters within 16 days on a sama electoral commission or your deputy chairman Dr. Bossman Asare or the Tuga what the button as Senate tumna yezonko you the proposed NIB ADB merger wachema NIB since I'm coming to way best be right to the NIB bank or form enti abana proposal there wapada was the ADB na NIB was a bomb na and was the NIB kaka ADB on yenyim se so bafa na ADB so was no babanza but minority were threatened legal action against the government over NIB takeover by ADB. International Investment Bank proposed what by the Agriculture Development Bank obaji no that come it's minority no esi abani ndama the court over oye NIB banker ADB obashale wetum na waji yabatena se no is nkomo na enwabri on massive new segment ye bi acha batende ibanyambe kreda ka massive ni nkomo kakra mepare kegina oye abra eifua Cape Coast Sports Stadium areas wadom maka wakasa free da the bebe yen sports stadium no wo na asasa other sports stadium nanyim na kwanu de fu na kwana ewa nangse ma wote kwanu krampo anye no in fact so obo international matches bia wa Cape Coast ali na set the international team no bia team no mfiga na ofi abrochi na ma na adibi na wa aba ha na wotwemu abra wotwemu sports stadium wa mesma yen sports stadium no nanyim wona aye e wa asasa na wa ka no mesma wona aye no aye gba no aye memguase because in any civilized country or town beyond this thing won't happen. The sports stadium what international matches for na say na bro fina when we fiam na say waraba and sports stadium nyi mess why ni poto so work and na say enti enyabri ye bezun komo mengu bibi wo wa rokodo wo wa ontwe or dey atwe phone adwen na jesigere we enyi nsem bi oka ho ena ye besingwa ya discuss live on Kastle 90.3 FM wadwen chabla WhatsApp normal SMS 0244 743 143 you still live on Facebook as well to Facebook this here na mawadwen channel on for no share Kastle 90.3 FM yabajembe na yakankana yetum na yazi amoyi pa ehwan enyabri once again we from Nana Kweku ahina de Kastle 90.3 FM ma hodo dwumezi ana waso good everything once again good afternoon Ghana, good afternoon Central Region and good afternoon Cape Coast. Welcome Bon Arrivé Akwaba Miawezo. Salamu alaikum. Rabana massive new segment yada chedna yazi amo. Because well, I Kastle 90.3 FM. Mwajin channel for the Bajembre I can carry a zamo. WhatsApp number SMS only 0244743143. And to my semi segment with not in the Ghana Funya Quenya. Yes, now what you want I get far. As Democrat BNBA or Kodo Yansonima on Chi or Safatari about Chimping for an Agunajinado. The way to one among was the Amahem. Right, Bushan to my answer, name queen straight away. You didn't bear the matter, Sam. I okay, name. I feel I join you now. Kastle 90.3 FM. Remember who the Jamaican was so good every day. Now, often with you say, your friend of Massem Ni. It's an Assam Ni. Get about to pay for an him. Now we're 2 way to 1 a man. Now, why be no other from when I was a amen. I was here, say, Abakaya. Marka was a free da. Marka and Pembury. The Abra, Miss Messia Abra Wabayano, Wabaya the Central Business District, Zama Cape Coast, entire Cape Coast. Wabaya the Central Business District, Zama entire Cape Coast. Yes. I was in Marbana, German. And there was another one Muguda America, Masabra by the Central Business District of Cape Coast, entire Cape Coast. And the matter, Casafrida, can want some baby. Marka want some more Casafrida. The San Cobaya Crankabra, Woman Catholic School, or St. Louis Catholic School, or one. Sanke or money be ma. Got away a relocation. Yes. Because school for no one war bread. Munko school order. Mankatna classroom war and catch as a da. But them may be a mere education. And I may change you mean there. You was about to now waste so. Or yeah, both teaching and learning in our classroom. And this is a typical example of as about to waste so. Or yeah, addition at the chair can our classroom war. Yes, of course. It's St. Louis Catholic School baby one. St. Cobaya give a relocation am one. Now they attend that place, into a market or a lawyer park, because just opposite the school, Asnadi station or Mpiasam station, if you turn at one station or Ninten just opposite, you was some mill or you go for ten and more, Bimsu Joe, what an drew Nazi, Arasa, and Makama Samda. Then Kobayanka, relocation of the school. But until there, you buy relocation, Zamono. Message yesterday, even that station or war or Asnazi station or one, and a project for one station also come on as no. In the meantime, young to relocate to school for no, aside desk station or school for no, on my traffic situation because Kastle Wabana will Gina station one, and one on so into what down one why a man will to come or cause the traffic error. So what can we do? And I suggested on this same platform, this same network today, Cape Coast Sports Stadium anymore, a front table from Timber Market anyway. As I see, they also buy sport colleges or buy other sport facilities. But when you're fine, into the meantime, what they wanna assassinate no day food on Kobaya. In here relocate as Nazi station, here relocate in Braho, Prague in a 1 year station or 1 month. Ye pavement, young just as a crack. This year, the men there, a front table for no, one drivers, Samsung drivers, a Prague for no, why baby or you know. Samsung drivers now as what do we make a call that station because first no one's working up on by portos in the benity, no one there, or they will to now relocate into when you know quan beam. Why a station can call so? Think about bottom now at Chedo, nay a Jew work a crack, ye Jew work a crack, ya a pavement or come up. Neither my Prague for Abra, ira masnadi station jo kwa station fi o nyina dey obi am bagina wo na even aside that ya be that ma wona wo bezi go abra market wo wona wo bezi go abra market wo kita cars no obetuma wa park na we chia parking fee that ma assembly no because as asking the osisiara onye hwe ni do efu nkusina nkrantina na wo godo ma kama asem ma solution because ngofulu bezi go abra go mu wa park kwa papa yenka akwan ho and edu abra market nanyi mo ma kama asem da obi am bompe bi gboni nsi look at egwatwanefo no waje kwan ni afa wona woto na zo ho no waje abra ka kwan ni afa nti obi kwa bezi godo kita car motor ohun be kwa pom park nti wa ma rose bi o mod dem a ya yer one way onu kwa one way bi say how many cars abotu wa park e wo dem one way kwan da ya yer park dey wo ya diska ho nti the best option in there in sport team asase of the way in for the meantime wonyi sports council fon kasa wonyi sport authority fon kasa na wo mo ankakra na wo fon ba onu fo so wo chede ye gem no do fu in order wo adasa ma kan asam da but abusia the reason why I shall say no more genesis of what I'm coming to say in the asam bakano original Cape Coast Sports Stadium wo share enya branch from oye the junction na baby my sister me yanti otonazi ohi area mama na wono new opposite ebonde wa park concrete mixture dam concrete mixing machine CB wa park bisisi wo first na wodi si entabofun area won anyim wo side na wodi si no opposite wo eze ko baby wo si sign boss no ene na ansem wo kada wo ba kwan mu no wo yi won nyina afi wo bare bu obi nkade mama won park concrete mixtures no ho but shazu sports stadium ye host international event, international sporting activities ho just recently some media of one team beef Nigeria boy Guinea inti team you for Guinea will be what na baxim na nya ye do abron best me watch la but what's na convoy was a motorcade zenyim it traffic range one na abra center was so because of the what's na bass one one condition to one t anu kan bro ma kan wa samda but so what do one so Roma call one for the na sports stadium wa the first thing over greeting one is a concrete mixture. How come into concrete mixture new random when you baby our park concrete mixture or to the sports stadium do and I'm told there some weeks ago Kramunko cause accident or one park concrete mixture no kwana the pair a kwana say or asphalt baby yet baby to two. Now say be a 6 match a 65th independence na what you be no way one so I say biem to drivers into other what swerve or your potos no near park concrete machine they see sports stadium name a corner major road or link sports stadium this war into if you am an first noble greeting yes a concrete mixture machine say that's I see be parking lodger and a lotter in Kebenya baby am concrete mixture free and excavator and caterpillar film or park or ya Joneska. But in the meantime, no baby what the concrete mission with this no ebusia on ye. Niranam no may sure that same no more on minimum conform one more that permit today. One park concrete mixture war sports stadium name pay. And obi fiam na ba the first noble greeting here sports a concrete mixture. On tree. May sure that same no more on one park or Wa no park ho because baby was nampo on ye aside there bia bifia manazere ba na e bebo one wala ba obohu na ontwe ye no the last time was going to cause accident ho so kwan baby you tuntu there was swerve in a sports save nanyim major road ya park concrete mixture chere da mam concrete mixture so no mpo nya akon no concrete egugu da ma wonya na hwe no sisi ho oyem gase se Nura no one more parameter. No, no, the wine and tamon kitchen for one question baby would be one crooked Mr. Bessie because I business Nazare. She baby best uncle her again, but baby was sister and all her again. Or but one cause accident or yam grasses some or yam grasses is the man or grandman there Ghana money or yam grasses the man with your manazella bar with your manazana or the first of greet when a concrete measure. Please. Mr. One pa yentu wana man enti wana ya wanze no se wo mo wan kwana wanze se mfi wo se bisu wan kwana wo fenso no giske bi de gunu kotokuma da mi bakono ntino fo mayaba kan medisi amawa anape meka wasam wo kawadwen morning show no do kodokraba elimina station wana baby wo twa ticket no Ghana Water Company Limited pipe apay wo foam wo pipe apay wo foam wo for the past by 2 weeks so ko 2 weeks pipe apay wo kwanum and insure egua ma sisi wo na wanyina afọ eti Ghana Water Company Limited yes one kodokraba elimina station baby wo twa ticket roundabout no ho no edison akoye Kingsway station wono fifi no na market n'enyim wo side na pipe apay wo foam wo unti one wo foam we pay asphalt na do enti won to one man because they very dangerous one may won na fall and aside that no so ontwe ye one may kwakwan baby wo akodom so we yesu we Ghana Water for we are we make sure there what asphalt ni bogudi biem because deki engineer senka ye kwana atira mageda asphalt gudu e pada wachala na nka ni ye mu no nka de senka de nko yi pipes ni fi ase na wo to baby but yen major road so okay push adenya pipe didem and when there be the pipe small ones view pipe akasa ofi Ghana Water one straight away not the kwanum Ghana Water why pipe na pe wo no wo tu kwanum na why wie so a won hwema won su the mamu na obadem won su papa bia ibi the Kastle na nyima ade ya enti kodoka ba wo tu wie na why we make sure the asphalt no go was a godo because our market na nyim ye mapoto simba de waso ba ya amuna ya se won ye pa e hwanam ebuhye wei enye ndenya be nkoma mpere ye twetwe ewo masem ni segment ro bi ma nkofre be ya join yen ewo oye TikTok we are streaming live on TikTok yen oye Sien Roy wa join yen and afesu Munro wa join yen Batman wa join yen yes won na wa join on TikTok also join yen oye Kastle 90.3 FM official eba join yen na me yen da join yen mase mreche momo ho te bo join CC ewo TikTok na wusinya chenzi bi hwanam ebusia my face na woso branda ba chawa wo she Ghana nyi wa agyenche wo ho onye den 0244408046 0244408354 0244408046 0244408354 masem ni segment ene wedi da eyamo akwanya mo so abam na woso me nkoma yezi kakra woso wakana ezafam. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Abanu wi amwa
Piki, na me wa ko nim tia nka mi asam na Godfred akwa. Ene mambe stadium ozi. Obeje wifi kakumela ba. Se kwan so papa nka abia nka accident no be so na. Ko se tu ka fa na wada na wada be yim. Tie no. Emu wo tun kubie na wada na eboguo. Na season. Na won mo so wo A4 na wo ho school fu won so aya kan wa asap.
Why then?
For once, what was my key? No.
Some no one.
In your Tiabo, my park from Guatini.
Okay.
What is all that done before I was funny? Okay. School, you tell me school, one home.
Marty, but I say, Abanu, we have 0244408046 0244408354 0244408046 0244408354 Masemni segment the way they don't know. And see, come on, you know, wagging chow on the end. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boys.
Yes, I watch the beer Kasafi.
Our former Kastle Abroad.
Okay, I'll say, okay.
A Kastle still.
Okay, so stay. I was going to be a more for Saturday and Sunday. We are mobile lectures for 1 tea. More for
I'm me a painting with a castle.
Oh, okay, Marty. I'll say, I'm going
Yo, in fact, I say make a your papa, even Abrawan Kakanerican. Them taxi rank from one of the new Roma, even traffic or block and Kasankasa. In Chobay and Casa, you know what? If when you want American, the minister of one share, no one them sports I want phone, one can one baby kakra because of the new bra. There, about to match traffic, ma bear 1 hour. In a American into Munkre. No, Mukatan, there. May assemblyman do municipal since Michel lecture area.
Okay.
Ahmed, Michel, and Shokokra Madase.
All right, Maso Medase 0244408046 0244408354 0244408046 0244408354 0244 408 046 0244 408 354. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Papa. But I phone.
I'm not a butcher. My partner. What's the Kasafi?
But you're from Tufu.
Tufa Kasafi.
I'm a Kastle Connection Junction.
Okay, coronation. Don't form until.
And but you're media work when you're doing my president all about I. Or your movement. But you're Abra Assembly. On your taxi drivers and Uncle Singing. Say, Ashes, to Kwanan Casanima. Mbesi apo wotu na agri no bia wakala kwa no
waje kwa na afa
waje kwa afa na so ni
waje so kwa na afa
no nyina waje kwa na afa nti
pavement wasi impa mfa do kwa afa ni na
wa afa ni nyina nti kal kwa no wotu na adu o ma na do e kal na do afa am problem ma taxi drivers no wa beje kal wotu go ni nyina wa beje kal kwa na abodo no wona mi di blame wonti
station so kan station so what the stable wonti ni na kan
say nkofo na wotu ntena adu no wenyi wancha drivers no bakwancha but o meka na atema asa nti drivers no bakwancha na ekon ni ma de ho nti assembly wono ye wona edwuma odo wotu wana wona wo me mesafo no kogo ni mu no wontu wana mo no wo ma mesafo no kogo on sin dam na dakor car bi ferry breaker yen tasam papa
okay mati madase
enyame ye edwuma
waso yakopa yen nti hello good afternoon
Mr. Host.
Yes sir, but you want to be a Kasafi?
Medical Jim Kastle Abra.
Uncle John Mentil.
Abra school there. Activities I go around now. I'm about to school no. The school didn't to me floor. No more assassin will come. Assassin will come. I think you can park or you stay market crowd because Abra market is choke. This is one of the choke. No, assassin the almost sport. Now stadium about 2 hours about 2 hours as no sport cars in a yabana. Mr. Who sport cars in a yaban.
Yabanaza.
What is this? The chairman the load fee. The chairman manage in a car quantum. You need to be some load in the book. You don't want to have it.
Okay.
Well, stations in your you want to pass out so.
Yes. Where lawyer park, Papa B or was one. Now, what your ticket on not yes. Sure.
Well, that's what I say. Yes, you paid me. I shall be a factory. And I say a business. I want a lower or be factory. Okay. I'm a product now also.
All right.
What is it? Yes, I'm Chelsea. I'm if you want about to say I am in Chelsea. I'm going to come to Doma. Madam, I'm going to come to Doma. Stay your phone. Market up for you know. What the other kept possible? Yeah, week is
Marty, Madam, say hello, good afternoon. Yes, sir, but you was a baker's a fee.
But you doesn't the family.
That's a moment.
Thank you, I'm young Bishop. Abraham me a share market simple upon them to cast a cata with him for you trainless. You don't put like a fan taboo for them close where you. Nancy put in Ken Town more the team lesson. Thank you for me to let us name one as a coa patcher, and taboo and do that. About some of the sea. Music empty. Done a market beer station, the Abuna station, one which one, but private transport beer one station, you will feel comfortable, fine. I mean, I dance up the station heading, it will be credit for and the action, but that could call it be or the Abazo, and report as a Kwan, son, I said the encourage to wash a coach, but check as a big girl before that China.
All right.
Okay. Ghana was asking, okay. And could you get your kids to her? 5 paper and Ghana, what are you to work do that? I pay and they will say, why advantage between one on ye or one then?
Yes.
Evans and there. One for the key of the was Ghana was no one who won't do. Why?
Yes. I know that one.
Oh, you have an issue. Why issue and you better watch over me? Why does a party or the way that ever play?
Okay, Marty, Madasi, Mobisim Brebi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Brian. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. But you was a baker, Safi?
Mr. Jeff, Mr. Abra.
Okay, Jeff, I'm in the way. The sports team name where was a machine could go, concrete mixture machine could go.
No crying. I feel like anyone. You could have your infant flower. You also work home. I hope I walk back in Ghana. You could hear my feature. From the coastal bus with a far off 32 from airport. But drive here, would do enough for guys that can see you all. No more from a Koswana with the one. And that's what the whole why a woman double worship. The wood of one and keep coast. From there, from the castle always up for I will see Amanadi, what of them was Sadamibian, what a castle. We are the local Kakum National Park, no far bypass, stadium wood. We're going to say, this our new stadium. No break with an international stadium. I said, yes. Look, crying. We're about draining main road to Kakumudi. Pocket Miss Chesty.
So what am I suing on in Grassy?
Brother, share my last suggestion, but you may tell them. And from our brother call, Bonkus, Odri Bira, 1 year, police post 2.
Yes. Port was no one I knew. Now put the fridge now. Why a barrier?
Immediate after a contagion.
Yes.
Now, junction to Polycamp.
Yes, that's a call. I use that road every day. So I know.
Sure. There was a time, listen, the observation. Cook room, 7:15. Na police Fanabama wage a serious operation in there. One stop a Pragia, one stop a taxis. Namkosi. 8:15. No, I'm saying back to town. What? No, that's not how this is one good thing over. No police motor, no good thing, no policeman. Only yesterday, not a new 4 car, not a new Queen America say.
Oh, okay.
And that a new 4 car, you do want a police from it's 1 hour time, and I'm back to town. No policeman. 9:36.
What about you once? And once can have a Jerry.
No, one policeman can what see a governor. What won't a car?
Okay.
Mr. Him do not be our Polycamp issue. There's one policeman. It's a very good entity there. Barrier for some 2 hours. No, because if you find awesome.
Okay, Marty.
Will be the attack. Let's say you need police helper. Nowhere to be found. Thank you.
And just a bit of one, a bit of Ghana Police Service for now. The way line don't come be sent one awesome. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, K.
Sorry, they get that check. I, but I see my young team, Jesus cover photo.
Thank you. Young chair, it's a fina. Look, I'm William Hude, packing it you work to Wabda. With the station and Chobinia 1 city, 1 city, Waji. Na ekwani a wetu twincha weda ye baby na wefufu tu sabo ihu na nkofo wodo ho mo wiye ya na webutu ho wodo honta buku bua na webutu wo beyin ye nwa ye sanyin penfo won hwehwe bibi na wonye no ho na wonye efu na wonye yi kroni finfin na efu wo me onu mo no hia ho sende wo the station bobo ye min shewe adwuma pan bo masa
Marty, but I say hello, good afternoon. Okay, hello, good afternoon. Chum Fury and Casa, Chum Fury. David. Who's the Casa fee?
I found the knock on the Casa Fiabra.
Nanakame, Mamenti, that's a case. NK, Kenya.
NK, you know, NK.
Dig so cheery.
Oh, you can, Mamma wish, Mamma bought. CEO of Sanko Tech Pharmacy, happy birthday.
Papa Sanko.
Papa Sanko, happy birthday. Na yame mana kwa tente na huazen. Na minchia party mana showdown. We had a milita, oil bad meter, Babadu of Kitkus, Western and Center, Bubumuko, Lea, Washington, intimidation and frustration. Muba, our summer about a board either. There is no crying. It's why it's to me. What do you think for a born no was a boy? Men center on Tipkus. A time of Penny being an idea, no little crooked Kusiano man. The book in Jamaica was to snap. What they one. Here is 6 months. 6 lights are no only for me now. One another was the BR. Someone pumping by what the BR Kodo or Manu. Sometimes here, I'm your son, and the Kuno, you're one arbor. Yes, I'm your son, some near Buku, the Diamo was sent them I'm your son, but 2 Kuno. In the hour banner water, but you have done a bit to do, for Baba, but you couldn't to me. It's more that it is an hour banner in your Kunia. That's who you know over there. It's a Messina Bredo.
the power, yes. Now, Secretary, yes, sir, in payful. Oh, the baby, yen a man of some non-drinking.
Okay.
Yen Kulu, that's the corner the walk mother.
Ghana first.
Kulu, me, I may have some non-drinking.
Okay.
I'm not fucking in Japan. Ghana first. If you're friend payful, okay. You may have some need for. That's all said.
All right, Marty, Master, what I say, and I'm coming. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Papa.
Atokramo.
Papa, Apove.
Yamanadam. Abram come on a year, keep us in come on a year.
Oh, Papa. Now, Yanyipa, Ahu, I will keep course, Yemu, Yemu. You, Papa, shall up possibly. Many more careful, I am more from a yako. Never say, more from a water, wash a seeker cry, a quicker cry. And then be ya, Elsha, a
defense, warrior.
Defense. And we do why and a messy a cat not there, a jay, sugar cry. In your one cry, it
Wait, when good basa, and then what I But I'll go to jump on them, Brie. But I'll go to jump on
in painful one time and pay a lot and Sunny gay. I don't know why I shall read then. Something else to be alien. Yes, secretary to him. You bring down and Mushawa, I try to form a caca, dodo. Eh? Mutuma goes to rubber my party, some Kotokuma, the Yami, not saying then. Yeah, you going to Basa, no Russian.
All right.
About so your best one. One pair of Kona, what for that? If you are doing about to Quema now, the other all you go to the other. One Kona in Bafadoma, you go to Naya mobile the door.
All right.
That's it.
Master, that's it. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Koku.
Yes, sir. What was the
Or from Jordan Casafia.
Uncle George.
Actually, concrete machines no stadium junction or any gwasi.
Yes, I am Gasama and Pa. Aside,
okay, no,
aside photos no one knows and photos want some yaka. On about the side about him and I can ask them. What's the budget baba into obey?
Kweku, I'm being whooshy. Concrete machines no one. No random wabafana no pa. I want to walk a toilet.
Hey,
and you build Waba Parker.
No, like seriously, a full way for sports when you wanna a phone table phone drivers and
how and table phone and Tassan even walk a toilet. Mexico, Kuman how about putting you bring and fat plane in give visa. Come there and see it. Waba Park machine now, no way who got an. No, walk a toilet war. In a way, restaurant to be so. Yes,
restaurant. Area man, and
very good. Sure. We say 20 cities. A babu who a package in our day, a pecara for another ritual will be and come before the over a buffalo. Even a kind, it's a concrete to put the other decorations.
It's very bad. It's very bad.
Yes, it's very bad. Yes. Mama for last one and come home. Yeah, your program, yeah. But you know, be a friend, me free more read. It be Banchao or yeah, there will be.
Yes, sounds about me. Pray we see.
Very good. Okay, the vice president, Ebo Boy. I had the London Beach be Moria. Kweku, Sako Harabo. The facilities are there. Why ya brofu toilet puppet B? I can say bien. Miss Afu was a quanodo woman for was it was not a shed. I can say
that Mama, but see the first now or Bene one. I would say what you want to do. And it's very worrying.
Yo,
Mamuko, and my me about all toilet situation. Yes, last Sunday, Namako.
One what do you know? Masmo call me and then tell me I'm democratic in a quest. No kuku and can of see a wobba. Maybe said, you put the singing, In your social, you come, my uncle boy, you who be.
You come, blacks.
Why this? No, be a the vice president, I see. Well, boy, it I could for addressing, or you true. I could for dream, but do what man will. Why you kind? Why you crunching? No, can't. No, you would have that way more when you are so. Why you did? You know why? What is this? Oh, sometimes all my affair day before the go. That's it.
Master, what I say. And I know call Mukomorifo. To be frank, coastal areas ni na baby wo jen one like on here by this time they jerem be wo jen wo toilet wo jen wo epano no anyi in room bush na ze no wetwem on here yenjay mam fa last call na mam fa course ni si. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Who's the baker, sir? Okay, Uncle Brown, sir, I'm too.
But I'm imagining saying that. I want to meet your power, show especially city guide for that. Thank you, there. I can tell me to see, I can community squad. That's the way I want to what the man is here for you. And can tell me to be a Kadas. Like a mister for what
where's Minchoano? Chairman.
Now, but first, a day. But true, answer why this is. Okay. And no, I've been to talk about the same for.
It's a man, I better power. Hello.
Yes.
That's a man.
Talk about.
Yes, Mr. Maternity. Where's the man Jimmy's phone? It's my one. But me why you keep kusade. Be said them that's been so far. Man for we na. I'm afraid we them that's been singing na. Nko fu wi what that's been si kwan ho pa. Nko fu wi kotan. Na komade o komade. Street light ni ma ho bo wi ni mu choke. Traffic light or 7 yin na. O ko twere mu cables. E ma traffic light no dum. That's been what this what that be what this about trying about no sibi ni fie bisa ho time COVID-19 be and was it very back on this kwan bisa ni ya wen am afa wiase won fie
but now me yesu ma no de yen ya police abeno yen ya soja abeno
Marty
yen ya president obetu wa di komide gwe
Marty but I say you fancy me da say me for call bia bia for call sing nancy na abogofo atena se yen nkobo me for call bia bia wana wo fere wonje fere na man for call bia bia for call sing na you fancy e wa na de Kastle 90.3 FM me ma won dwume na stere wa so go there with no you stream live on Facebook or Kastle 90.3 FM on Facebook and our face YouTube the same thing Kastle 90.3 FM wa dwen chamber WhatsApp number SMS 0244743143 enya brema so aka engineer Isaac Newton Dick Watana say or a Cape Coast North constituency youth organizer Zema NPP among the member of the regional communications team Zema MPP our central region engineer ma hey
yenua
na bomete dem
nyame adom ye ho ye
yere me ase busiafo bia ho ye ze
me best studio na
Christ inti when na why adeshi yere me ase okay enyabri aba nti nchia basha say we na bom kama kakra
ma minchia party nitir oye fimfimantom suafo ohwe me find your party gomtnenyi oye chairman Robert Kutin Jr. na minchia the central regional minister the central gold oye Mrs. Justin Marigold Hassan na membra mu constituency minchia mu constituency chairman na mensanchia wofa oye Horace Ekowe wusi Cape Coast North is ekowa bibia dance na ikokei so a oye onyumnyamni ye wofa ye bibia de bia mekere busuan peyin ni nyim ye ndue senyi peyin wo fi adue na ebebia meti wo se tete oka asumin no che oye okachrefo peyin no okachre na nti keye nyame charge partner nuru na kafa bai wo keye se yenye bia na yakokwo hwe bi wehum ye pebi wa ka keye asem na wa ye keye ada na ye nkotem Ebenezer Ajimankese mbra abeseno ko wa fimfimanto ma so penyin na wahwe party the acting regional chairman mudure he mpo na mate ne credentials ko de oye din wo aguna suedron oye din wo aguna suedron the interim executives of one the one hwe aguna suedron wa assembly one Mr. Ebenezer Ajimankese no kan ho bi nti Ebenezer keyefo migize woma ne sensifom menyimpa de yeboto ababa na nana edanu wo pao ame na nkofo biembi ba se bia wakama ye ho de ye nhwe ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne campaign owo Cape Coast North ne yenda no nti yenya do so that one friend share a penase
kanya no wosa wodi sikanya duado
yes
e mo hye mo bia nya no mfa so
dem painfa when hu de ye dope party food dope the
doctor declare what stands ma Baumia time
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
Baumia
yes
since also public transport in your basic electric buses
share papa
the regular man
you see oye in at the fofer oye because ye hu bi da atma say
with Baumia everything is possible.
Yes, if
it is possible.
Yes, it is possible. Now, say you make it go for come on your mischief there. I don't know what's I could try bring to be a better ha. A bench no.
What's I mean I could try bring a better na day.
Movement for change you say.
It's a Kastle 90.3 FM. It's there for everyone. Nti awe ba yemu egua no so yema na egua na no so nka na asem. Ono nje da bi onfima dey kapa. Wo ba wo so ebi why available bia here PPP fenwa mba PPP fenwa. Say if you have the communicating every day but antimasa cannot be coming every day.
Nti wo ye yen ya start ye adwuma wo conference mu Yelton oye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia indications bia chere ye best candidate for this 2024 bet is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. You see I will be kansama and a party for 2024 ye ba kan ba asam where in Sambia Dr. Baumia in 2016 2015 for me today I can defend it. Asami biala Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia okan in 2014 2015 2016 today
makarechia
ekere o nchena be anti awo bate nti mamiti a party for na men kan che one day embrace there party re o mani yakọ mpempensu bi si Salomon Ghana. You see a time Nana Kwame a time will come you sit in your room. I said po aba you na to we do a drug pharmacy.
You drug net or yet no it may be
I mean that Ghana on ye is the man but in
Kakra bodo
ye bodu ho
ba yembe na internet no wa bo digital ye ko ba bia na ekwa enye internet.
Oh yeah, that is
even Cape Coast ade am bia na enye net. Are you work on that?
Or a process.
Okay, it's
start somewhere.
Okay.
Today first rank e ko mukrom abiaze chakra. Or there ko kejina due biase. In the mami fie wo chakra ijonwa you can have internet. Na that inti or a process. You see Ghana in Kronko developed countries in ya kwekwa one father ko no what the year you. It takes them years.
Terobi can answer the room was not built in a day.
It takes them years to build. Remember Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Yamana Quenja. I'm Jizi Power no there. Dr. Baumia say party ya kwet. Na yamodi yenyima. Kreya baba. Emma party afanitam pay for. Ma only so party me. A Bible quotation me also my museum for you one day. Ochina ye hu and them bio.
One museum fund. One museum fund. They one museum fund.
Also museum fund the ye hu one day.
The Egyptians you see today.
The what? The
Egyptians.
That you see them today.
Yes.
You will see them no more.
Tomorrow.
You see, say
so wanna know Yankopon no kase change Israel for no.
Yes.
Say Israel for no Egypt for us say what 30 what quite team. Yes.
Nti bia na iyan so obi no obi de 30.
No big kan won bia 30 one wa.
Nti say ameme nkadam. You see na kwekwa ye hi obi an vote. NPP we are in a crucial time. Alan Kojo chairman to vote or needed. Mr. Edwin Bockman Kojo brother pay no vote needed. Abenti ya down na kafa na betina he pa wirufu
na enyim na mes ma kra maka fa na betina he
benjamin odungo wo be
yes ofa also ofa na Alan PSC
ayo onkwe the ma brenta no so no vote ye hia into for me obi break out from our party I am in comfortable but I'm not in home no see in some work can mempeda ye baka wan asam
say last week kan wan asam
last week mamba last week bebe yanka da mansa
for Friday yanka wan Monday na okay
for me yes oboto you see kweku menya kwenje me take on it wa ha
yeah no for sima
in 207 And that the system is for Alan Chamantin.
I see.
207. Can you imagine that Hakman Usa Jimani a meeting or Tamale? Alan Chamantin the plane.
She's a plane. Papa Pam walk up.
207 Alan the plane do call Tamale. Now what the kafa the delegates now and Hakman you are Kasa.
And I come campaign am one.
Oh, you campaign Manano as president.
I know so about contest yes.
So Kweku, did Alan lead this party? Do you know what happened in Lagos? What was presidential between Alan and Nado? Do you know the kind of money? And do you know the kind of intimidation? No, all MMDCs, you are forced to support Alan Chamantin.
Or is taken from you.
Is it not intimidation? But one of women, they kept quiet and they fight. So, Papa Alan, sometimes when Obiana na adwin chere nti one but I mean there he will not fly. Nyamin charge though a butterfly he can't fly like butterfly.
E be a monarch butterfly so want to fly.
Nti mesem one bra dama amandwume ye nyina ye hia all hands on deck.
Or communal labor one.
Communal labor there. Jack Tolonto pedal back bedi in a we. Yama ombembedi in a woo.
What are Jack Tolonto?
Ebe the former president. The ombra Ghana bi ombedi in a woo. Ma wa pili baby nyina.
Tenyezi bi am former president that's Jack Tolonto.
Ma was be no ka pick it when if you was work no office as former president. Nyeme bi o said that I forgot that what's it. NDC for be NDC for work jubilee to president. Now what pick it one obi share.
I'm confused but okay picketing. Former president
Former president no office.
No office.
What's the one? Binti mean change Cape Coast North. O me yanka yan wubum. Na yan campaign yemboa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. No ndi yenyim me chairman secretary okamo me constituency organizer kwasa so kan ho na party ni tiri so ho so kan ho yen nyina ma yen sada yes Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na oya me dede ko constituency no mu so a dom dodo nara from coordinators to polling station. Abete na kwame na wabahye wo oye na edwuma kaka dan so ozugbo yeye mata onye hwe. Okan so you see this is the beauty of democracy.
All right.
Yakwa na Dr. Bawumia winner. We all join one logo line. Then we campaign for Dr. Mahmoud.
Because na can winner. You all join.
Unlikely event.
I wonder that's an unlikely event.
Unlikely event that Ken wins.
Na Francis Adenimo.
Unlikely event
Atopa
win.
Akoto tops all.
I don't have. I was of an Atopa behind.
Yes, Akoto tops all.
It's an unlikely event that they win. I'm a party person.
But Akoto is silence. Of late maintenance.
I say so. I offer unlikely event that those because on that a former MP or Ayawa so West Wagon. Emma Nana former MP Ayawa so West Wagon and or can assembly. Former MP we late MP Ayawa so West Wagon. We win.
Yes.
Ejako
chairman.
And also at the war plane. The times I am
the war plane a DMB and all.
Plane the DMB when we Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia movement for when we or the plane on yada depend the pound.
Okay, but that's it.
In some trouble shop.
Into years no soon to check years here akoya into unlikely event now who can date him more win about one local support him here.
Whoever will win, no okay on the clear that Mr. Ajman Kese Ebenezer will win a week. My former 1 year be me and I are all fully and my former 1 year be
okay 1
year be on ye into my 1 year be kakanka but on the whole plane that Ebenezer Ajman Kese
no go
okay
Martin
my brother paying I pesi Dennis Kweku wabaka no ho na was a party bi so abaka ho
I want anyim I find some confident too
okay ye
okon national na deputy CEO our Ghana Export Promotion Authority
no so don enam
of ekitechi say me ekitechi
and say
agetechiwa
ekitechi
yes
nti enam dodo nsem kwan no no chep
enyim na say enyim
oh minim nana seriously minim some dentu
enwu ne board ball okay ye da
no for picture the me hu bi
Is no nka wuzin.
Dennis Kwekwa minimum.
Okay, by some of
Ebenezer Ajeman kasa minimum because you want your party okay. Dem kofi am you want your party okay.
Yes, I'm going to an hunu.
You your party okay.
Ebi na emben ntena. Oh. And I want why party okay.
Okay, ya memben wana mu hu de why party.
Okay.
Atma say. Obi say engineer na atoata minimum. I'm not close to engineer na atoata. But me know your party adwuma. Atma say. Look okay, there are a lot of painful former candidates.
Yes. Dr. Joe Akwa. Minimum okay, why your party adwuma. The chairman Mr. Suman Prop minimum okay, why your party adwuma. Ibapia MC Makunta minimum why your party adwuma. Former MC na apia
kwan. Apia kwan former chairman why you adwuma. Mr. Asman Bino Bedi why you adwuma.
Okay.
Mr. Asman we find BBB winter. Why you adwuma. So mama Mr. Ajeman Asma appear cry added. They can give you town to town.
Okay.
Mama, man, could try some member.
Martin, what I say?
What's one of the aspirants will be said of Kwamita? Or be so done of Kwamita K. Look at this. Kwamita, okay, K.
Not you go and say snap.
Constituency. Why NDC? Some years back, Okajepa, we refuse back Cape Coast North. Kwabi a champion. Ne, warrior campaign, you crow, Ombubonko. I don't know. You may be from the town, but in him.
Okay.
I mean, them to meet and then meet one kind. What's a Nungo Pram war side ho baby na meet. Oh, Kweku
campaign coordinator.
I'm telling you, Maminim.
Okay.
But Mr. Ajiman Kese, 2000. Okawana G8. Now where were they?
Martin, you fancy.
You quite upper danger West.
Man and Mr. Fancy.
Mr. Adolfo, Mr. Hurray. Fantaman, Mr. CEO, Mr. Ajiman Kese, one of the one you scar, what party in 2000? Okay,
Mr. Ebenezer Ajiman Kese.
Junior no Macao.
Okay,
Mr. Stephen Kodra here no Macao. Inside Yamisha Ebenezer.
And a Echo Danko Smith, Booty. Yes,
Mr. Saba, late Saba, no. You better to party if you bear your to party. Akwamko enaka wo CEO na abokwa sam nyem nyine bi mi o party mu
brable
tataka pick up na yegu yeba party mi ncho tataka ije ku no youth organizer papa na ndisi fu die na ndisi fu wo die deputy youth organizer ne yo otwu atim kwa
da basema
da abena wodu edu special initiative we bi court free
okay
you do one for 10 and the pay it's a Rise FM
that what I say
10
the MM history power historian MPP history as a mama cafe bay okay but I say
2 weeks came etema sama na wohwem wadena
na my de bia kan
yes
new di no ojo
yes kwabena wohwem amendo tum na medabaka no and this fu na won na wafo won wedi yenye wonhwe because back what's obi
when was that okay years in eliminate no bro no 2016 now
no it's 2014
okay I see sorry cause
enti anke we mo
is that action one on yeshe
oh me that action one
yes next year 10 years so old we celebrate 10 years
enti yecha one na
me that say
Dr. Bauman campaign team abentie kro kan wo figwe oya Alfred George Kojo Thompson
okay
no so udema kwetempa na michia
nya na Alfred Thompson
yes na michia the mayor of Cape Coast so MC
Anabona Sata
no so michia
mayor one
na michia part Cape Coast South
okay
also executive senior michia one
na enche former MP Barbara Sheisi
oh but former MP you see on the on yet or you see Bamicha former member of parliament michia for kwekwa we the former member of parliament or Cape Coast North oh yeah Mrs. Barbara Asha
AC okay
yes, former deputy minister for works and
housing
former deputy minister for education in charge of TVET
wow
into Michelle no so
but I say ebusia engineer Isaac Dick Neteren
kan e ya bokoko go pay no ko na agba no
wana
oh yeah Horace ekwo see time bia na bofa we ye medwuma the membri wo Cape Coast North bofa aba
on your course.
No, yellow boy sound
Skillful Baba.
No, yeah, Horace a quote is you see. I also friend skillful
Baba.
Been friend the following.
If you find Fanta one.
Been friend Fanta one. You been friend Mpuntu him. You been friend Kabomura.
I see. But I say, engineer, thank you very much. We say Kastle 90.3 FM. And I was so great. My whole Jumezi is single years of man Ghana home come the reason I'm an engineer, the man a commander new didn't bay. It's still a chan. Oba a man so or I can come but number never told because why late? Yes. Why late in Tiabato number or around a kaka can dig me channel lado. But it was some wagon jammer WhatsApp normal SMS 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 WhatsApp and our face so normal SMS. Wana yes no position the my shaman makamu my shamu no position or deputy director for that position was a man no on part one like I say was part of his and so no cry okay
wow some a Cobra was some party white chat.
Okay, Marty. Parker say, Mother say, I was the engineer, Isaac Newton Dick. And that's the when I'm being nice with sense and some fine. Let Mamma and Bed, because I'm my eyes.
Then about one train.
The my eyes,
yes, I mean, send when your hands say, oh, but I won't mafia. Yame, Mamma, Munio Cobra, so you could pay Yamin show. Position na emo hwe say bompe me video ontum pona anu kwane ma wo so baba
sure
nti wa shom party acha nti say the deputy position de bia empede me sending eyi pona ba mu hu position ni
okay
nti hwehwe mam ne
mo hwehwe amosisi a me hu ade mo hwem
na la
yes dey come dey say
because of your meeting late I say I'm the late so and so the late
but I say I was here, commander no didn't come in Sabakansa. Says Yamanyoka say, commander, new position Okita. When this Amanyokunum was central region. Yes, central region. I just want to, yes, and probably Bonnie in Achadik. Men who are in Timpada Moshe, men deputies, okay, Samatamwa, on the regional director, logistics and protocol. Okay. Oh, yes, and see, regional director or deputy regional director. In charge of interparty or CSO and interest group relations, NDC Central Region. Commander, salamu alaikum. CSO, interparty stroke CSO. Yes, stroke CSO and interest group relations. Yes, no position. Commander, involved in the name. Yeah, say. And the FA because I'm a man Dawson. You haven't changed us and I'm saying,
Uncle Crow, what's your Mamma? What you may do. Now, on fan chamos there, my late. Paying for the which more Dawson, Nina. Macassi had me on me later, no course to be the name. But one of those things is in the above from the eye. And Micho Bibia now, Monfa Quenje so now. Wakatuna bro my registration yewe nti obi a enyim obi a wezi 18 years at that time on saying odebo mozana na ebo mozana na mo okono okra register wezi 18 years mema yenhwe adweno bon na ekwana yisi afado but ye encourage nkrofo na untum register. It will deepen our democracy into a very, very important. My father Makwenje do na menchia the nation builder. Yawa kwekujenyu the nation builder.
Menchia chemo.
Yes. President Mama Nasa America.
And our friend nation with but then a decker friend Jack Tolonto.
Yeah, chair on a talkabilities. Yawa. You can be said Jack Tolonto as and now on to mention Jack Tolonto as Ataza.
Okay.
And that is oil rough.
Okay.
But more influence there. The same day Kinebu Shafon. Now we introduced the term Professor Doolittle in Ghana politics. Even though there's a history to the more Professor Doolittle, but it is important that this is here. Name I what check out on him as is your cordon. Ewa, on another damo as the bench so more Jack Tolunta, but I'm saying that nation builder and Sabi will be an argument with the Hobia Macada nation builder batanse but the kind of Jack Tolunto na say na as my never be chache be well I mean ha ma
David Dick ya no kan asem ya Dick no kan asem yanko oto sabi
mutuma ka fofra
yanko ene
be say sabi ta freche obi ana adwene mu da ho sama kada nation builder mpako na adwene mu da ho watase but the kind of Jack Tolunto na say na na wukubu dictionary a nje no chede yankawe ana ina ntase ya zena kwagu
okay
the massive ntase ya zena
nation builder
Jack Tolunto chede ko dictionary but some catch do be a nation builder na obi a na adwene mu da hwan obo de nation builder na yi obi a oyo osi adan mpa odi mpuntuba mpa odi kankoba mpa odi nzama sabi oma I am your there etna high crow ya you are interested in sabi tafreche nsama wo party ewa ma wo kan party denemen ona na elka cha manfo mo bi ehu wo credentials na me so ma ba na mo so me candidate record elections na no so mugo do mareka eja wo mo sisi ja wa dan wa asesere wo sa ba zo ma won sa e we se yo sa ba zo ma won ebo ma ebo ahwema tena ebo ahwema nti kwaku
Dick kan asem no on invite you nti awe fron kan asem I will tell what you command yanko Dick oyi ame on no beno ame manti shwa I own the baby am say na baby on no beno ye okay
I am referring
command
to
yanko
and man ka asem bi kwaku there last week man ka asem bi there yamina doma kasakase ya obi from echamubuki bi nti mosoya makan me free bi a makan but obi a onyim MPP abokwasaman ewa obi a onyim MPP party na abokwasaman obaka cha wo there MPP is finished obi a onyim Ghana political parties Manaba Kwasaman Obaka cho the Mwesi MPP is finished.
And Mwesi even see Amekubia Ghana leader. Adam Mama you could warrior sister. So Alan Kulecha resigned from the party in 2008 or so. Even if the party didn't accept his resignation that time.
Kwaku political parties here Kenya MPP for what twist the argument. Masabi homu binu so wa afai yenwa. Aba political party in Ghana and what call elections flag bearer contest na it be resigning to contest as an independent candidate men said down huni nti so obobo ma ana obobo nkofa weti ya nche obi onyim onka political party what call contest flag bearers contest elections na wo wie yin o said that we resign to contest independent. I have a party. Kunedu and contest as independent. Kunedu and contest as an independent. Oh, Charlie.
No. Dick, no can put in a contest.
Enter, sir. Into the message there.
But by so Kunedu Crampon one contest say one flabration not why.
She contested the election.
Yes.
On the ticket of a political party.
Sure. Not as independent candidate.
No, there, a political party in Ghana. But then, we don't know over there somewhere. No, we are Bogisitando. They are just naming people. A political party in Ghana. And one candidate will be contested flag bearer. Now, in the course of the contest, what's why resign from the race? Why resign to go independent? But when you go to 1979 contesting, or a repetition, and not 2023, or a repetition of the 1979.
What happened in 1979? Yes. Okay.
Pawili in the UNC was it an obey? It is one Pawili and no court. What will you see when a premise flag bearer elections? Then they decided that why the other woman sante for no busy one do that a chimful are capable Nti one tena ho ma asantefo no mizi hono do. Do you know that in Ghana nkofa wo follow hene politics, what some people will call the political pundit will tell you there during the time of President Kufuor, Ghana current president no feel or you're superior than President Kufuor, so he should have been the president within the MPP circles. Kweku, Assembly of 1979, it has nothing to do with the ownership of the party. It has to do with the supremacy of the Asante and the Achim.
Okay.
It say if that history is repeating, na MPP you follow politics. Na ntinasi ye na ebeka cho obi ka cho da kaka de o na nche kuna dusu fini o ka cho na party. Say ada bet there Alanchamantina ko electoral commission pick from the auto political party, then you'll be looking at the equalization in terms of Kunedu, in terms of Gusitando. Gusitando did not contest our flag bearership elections. Gusitando resigned from NDC based on the Swedro declaration.
JJ want to say.
And Swedro declaration also, Rollins did that for a reason. Reasoning it there. Ozi in anniversary be, then room will be back there. On Rollins in a project to be the flag bearer.
Okay.
So when Rollins had the opportunity as Swedro, then he decided that if he is not contesting, so no on bar, the right person or the contest or your vice.
Okay.
That is how come the Swedro declaration. But Kukuman can show.
The first mom.
But you see, in the year 2000, and this and Kade, because there was a Swedro declaration, in the Professor Merson and Uncle, they opened the nomination. I was at home and nobody filed. So we did what we call the acclamation. In the menu can say Ashe Alan Chamantini speech. Na ihu and summer or can woman. I wanna was our son butum waka Petuna Banchanan. Classes book bida. What fun the elephant and the
Tetafly, yes.
Trishana Chamahon.
Mark and Canada.
From MPP fun. One can the elephant and the Tetafly.
Yes.
So what can we have? Then they can conclude. As some not the one on your end is of more.
Okay. Na academy.
I say.
I want some na academy.
Mazaba cancer in America. On your end is of more. No more. I want to know you some and one thing you want there. Oh yeah, the normal Yaboka IMF, young IMF into young Bungu. But what you say you? As some young Macabia, Obi Bantam one, or to the Miss Mibium. Must there. The more assembly of the way, it is not about young IMF, Yaboka IMF, young Bungu, you only be
okay, but I see.
Oh yeah,
no, even I see.
A canker.
Okay.
A canker. At there.
Facing Yampon.
Medisi. One professor is it Professor Boaf or one of them. Ma Allah no baye ni speech no one.
SK Boafo. Former Ashanti minister.
Yeah. Njano soko bia.
So when you was Alan Nechi.
Yeah, after that no soko.
Okay.
I can boate jakun statement na.
Yeah, ma can. Also be now resign from one outcome.
Kwekwe etasapa.
Matasi.
E kan ya.
Ma kan ni nyina mo si.
Kwekwe e kan won from
ma kan radio do come on fati. Yes.
Nchenyum sabe mpocha ho wodi one fan chamai on fan cham ya kaka se bi de why today nintwi njewa no so now na se ya pacha then people can do whatever.
Okay, but I say Commander, thank you very much.
Apia egwonu pomado sia no most very na kiche megwanu sia
but I say but I see. It was a commander new within combination at the Canadian Kastle 90.3 FM. Mount you business was so good everything. Yes. Yes, in common chamber WhatsApp doma SMS 0244743143 Facebook or Kastle 90.3 FM. Yes, my uncle and him, the commando. I think that this week he should be for resignation. Dick Nanye no we didn't when ya kwenya wa bantana Dick okafe be no we didn't man so am akasa krafon mama wa minute and 2 minutes mama 2 minutes never kasa mama 2 minutes because she asena na kan awe e sha mama wine
man kada no ye
by mama wine oh that mama wine must mama wine mama wine mama wine
asema wa kan mama betra na wa kan
nti mama wine
esminja man ka me time ya woda na mo mamember
mama 4 minutes
ankel kwabere ta ka cho de ma muso ye din tei de
nti ya ne
onyim the nation builder hey na Ghana ha Ukraine ya dro kwan mo obisa o ka the nation builder obobo adan bi nsi hospital bi nsi hey na nda Ghana obisi school de o hospital or nation builder kweku ye wo kray Muhammad president Kufuor ye project ama today nipa wo friend the nation builder us it takes a lazy president the school then toilet then isi the minamana you are a lazy president na ende wo friend the nipa na or repeat the work of Obinna or the nation builder why kwabran entum fa communication trick bia but na here abiri na encode one some that you choose that obi in contest presidential candidate independent presidential candidate no can sama for obi a work internal elections away jay dem amudika na kunodua mo ba Cape Coast ho mo ba birim mamia ma wodu koforodua ma mami odi jay no why down no enkan why down no I said because I know I catch a party in I know on independent candidate why no so na masimo ka fa infa bay akokwen na in 1979 history say anu na kwabrada na yin dado na wo pawero fun was 1979 and even the PMP first round election PMP no one it is not a matter of PFP UNC asam even the PMP party at that time impon the majority of them are not happy with the candidate of Dr. Hillary Liman. So who said that because PFP, one chairman UNC said the ban into normal PMP? No. What was the second round of the election in 1979? In the PMP now have accepted Dr. Hillary Liman as their candidate. So it is not a matter of Akufo-Addo, the supremacy of Ano on Jintum.
There's nothing like that in MPP, right?
Oh yeah, now Kofi Samna name. Mark 1979 history.
Yes.
The 1979 history. It is not a matter of
supremacy
of PFP because the candidature of Dr. Hillary Liman, the PMP at that time, no, they don't accept Dr. Hillary Liman. So the second round in a war, they all came together to support Dr. Hillary. That made Dr. Hillary Liman won that election in 1979.
Martin.
So the matter of Obia our prime minister, this is not the first time.
But look,
Fonka, do you remember Fonka?
Yes.
Okay, two party. But you are coded it that independent
Fonka no Olonka.
Nancy Wanaba Wakotui, Papa Dr. Adukufo, is that one?
I Kobla Dufo.
Says in Tribune, Papa Pani Adukufo,
Kobla Dufo. Dr. Kobla Dufo.
Watching Sim Kobla Dufo and so good nature. Kobla Dufo, one ask delegate walk out to Abampuno Yimuan. It has happened in your party. So,
on the location and market on Wafi, race later one.
That is even bad than the kind of Oko.
Oh, yes, one of
film Oko.
Or drop it.
And one Oko. Wafi party room. But Dr. Dufo, he's still in the party.
Yes.
I'm not a clear example of name tribune. I'm not a clear example of what.
Name now by Numun Anderson.
Do you know where Papa, for example, for Kunabu was the big great town hall? Kuna what for the Brimmy? Kuna what the yen? What can one Fonka? I don't want the yen. So the man is that by the Mayoko Moshayami, Mayoko Moshayami. So the election of 1979 really
all right.
Akufo-Addo announced 2000. Akufo-Addo want to see the supreme what kind of propaganda now?
All right.
I don't know for what kind of what they
say.
NPP candidate to be us in them all kodo them do so not more kodo us on task to what yeah the elephant and the butterfly storing.
Yes.
I don't know elephant only.
No.
No, intimidate him one. The story. No, you intimidate one. So part one or intimidate.
But I say him there, more a elephant osu and abua osun osu a created a fly.
Oh yes, one of them.
Into why that's so intimidating one.
No, me part the history of that
story no.
In normal tetafly or strike.
Okay.
Atma say, now when obi ala mbo. Say tetafly obi abo. Ah?
He a monarch butterfly. Movement.
I'm a man can't abazu normal the elephant and the butterfly by. But the cobra said there, Nankasa watch him. Jawsu you teaming. I said there, na abo sonen. Or intimidate the other animals. The result is that.
So what relevant that they have?
Oh, for first one.
One or intimidate, or they intimidate, or should I hear how to intimidate?
Okay, command the first one. They can say, I can't answer me now. Also, man, kitchen na ye.
Nti, wa ma yata say there. Adibi normal butterfly no you need to. Na say the margin when sa petu biara nkasha aboson na suom. Anytime be able the petu or kasha aboson na suom. Na waka na suom. Jack, where are you? Jack, where are you? Not tell the BBI than easy. Nti say es there. Papa na what bo name walker my name why one eye wo van the north one. So I don't hear intimidation now. It is up to you. I was so I lucky. I said that is a cantima why a campaign ama ba omiya. Now I was acting a hanenya kukudu. Na catch Ghana for there. Assembly about omiya can it may defend. Yes. Nti when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Defend my uncle. Kweku butter from a time and can
Martin.
Defend my butter my mom.
And no woman can easy as someone. Yanka easy as someone.
But Kweku, is it not true that when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you? Is it not true?
The
fact that is it not say if
I'm not economist, but per Dr. Baumian and someone can.
Baumian said if even today, fundamentals and I weak. Where expose one now. If it is true that exchange rate today, why expose now? But no my exchange rate or expose here. Is it not the fundamentals that Baumian said it? Is it not it? Even as it is Jordan with there fundamentals or your weak or your exchange rate. And per your argument today, you claim that the exchange rate why expose here? So is it not the same thing? Is it not the fundamentals no why weak, you know, why expose here with the exchange rate? So what Dr. Baume said in 2015, 2014, what is wrong with it?
Okay. Medasi. You first see easy as some You first see. Medasi. The elephant and the butterfly story no ebo gogo crack ebo yeah beni bia kenken. Na osun yes I love this. It's not osun upload take control. Yes. In one of no cramp no say mom on no you chat yeah if you be an in what I say
ala no more. What you want to the Ekea?
Abanyum.
Bibi Besi. Anta. Ala no crop na ima what you know.
Okay. Martin, but the story of elephant and the butterfly, the bottom mark and Kennedy. Yes, intimidate. Yes, now some part of Shawando. No, Wakata pond and on Wakata pond and no chair and shall be on some coffee. No way meeting one on.
Na petu no kasha
it's a Hawaii wire street to be one. Petu
no kasha hin.
Alan was allowed to contest election. Petu no was allowed. You see, Alan problem. Or you fear some
problem
why you back can with you.
Okay. Assemble can with you.
Is meet when Kennedy Japan. Others are meeting delegate. Talking to delegate. Nanam kotokwa gom ni she gofa. Election or a targeted group. In the same Cape Coast North. Name Besha officers. Why a delegate to that election? They can share the palm fire. Now collection is the third SNYD.
Okay.
When no walk to Aba, Ochimu Kotu Mei, also will be upper west. Upper and a match clear example. A whole candidate Bamu Hukidwa.
Okay.
Elections the ups and down, baby. 1 or 2 issues, Baba. Everywhere. all kind of elections in some Amukuma. In some Amukuma, man, can be Yaman. So, is it
Madasi?
Kwaku, or then you remember Yalko, you have been in this.
Madasi, yes,
first, you are a man.
Or then, man up.
I buy a cotupo majority for a year tone on the 4th.
Yes.
When I walk 2 years selected group.
100,000.
Now, to our qualifier to meet the bigger one. Why don't you go forward? Your faith is there. Your faith is with the police station.
Are you beginning to think that man up?
Yes, that's what your faith is with the police station executive.
Okay.
No, did I near mine there?
But don't you see there? All I know is getting from the party, no, about affect one chances 2024.
Oh, I'm not saying they're all affecting. I mean, my very worried. Very, very worried.
Oh, yeah.
That 2007 example like this we see in chat say
okay.
Obiara ye party here back there. Martin some guys be some on no.
Okay.
Sammy, if I happen to be in the highest authority party one, by this time I will look for Alan Chamantin and bring him back.
Okay. Our fancy Yakara Nasa Midoye, Martin. Madasi. I was a Kastle 90.3 first was so good every no. My uncle Yan second topic, remember my watcher and I business. One may that call and Nasa Minty. Yanko, electoral commission. And I work say, now Dr. Bosman Asari or a deputy chair, electoral commission in charge of corporate services or chamber political parties must desist from oil encouraging minors to register. Let me read the story for you and quote him. Another and our friend easy one let the citizens know press conference away and on now all the minister to go one concerning limited voter registration exercise or kodo one. He says speaking at a press conference on Thursday, deputy chairperson of the East, Dr. Bosman Asari, noted that political party officials and members of political parties are also entreated to stop the practice of persuading people who are unqualified and ineligible, such as minors, from taking part in the registration exercise. We have noticed that the minors and foreigners have taken advantage of the guarantor system with the support of some members of political parties. As our key stakeholders, we expect the political parties to support us to ensure the voters register is credible, because if there are people who will benefit from a credible voters register, we strongly believe the political parties will be one of the main beneficiaries, quotes and unquote. He says, this one says, he said, we believe this must stop, and the parties, the media, CSOs, all of us must support the electoral commission to ensure the laying and the passage of our new proposed CI. I will put away or yeah, guarantor system now was if him. So these are the words of the electoral commission, deputy electoral commission, Dr. Bosman Asari. But so far so good. Wachema we register assets in the da and our press co register nimpa 673,276 new voters within 16 days after the commencement of the limited voter registration exercise across the country. And the honestly is all kodo Dick, but doesn't come on for voters register in 7 minutes.
That's exercise update.
Yes, but this I come on.
Update on exercise.
Sure.
I think there both parties na involved in Kakankra Yugodo central region so far. I think Kastle said I think yes secretary no NDCBB when you confrontation be my issues. Now I think Shredru, if I'm correct, Aguna East to Aguna West, one of these constituencies no so. But the only Assam Kakra Maka from home, any minus.
Okay, awesome. Also minus now because of the guarantor system.
You see, Sekafe Bineba no was 16 years. Nekwakayen 18 years. Next year, Ipokunboko 19 years. And then for 2 years, Komaboko 20 years. So on your admission be in the next 2 years. The admission is for or no original year is 16 years. And that today I'm an 18 years. Now your admission is 2 years to come. 2 years to come, and I found Boko bear 20 years. Now, originally, the guy or the person is around 16 years. In fact, I say, I have one. Say, Bibi na other way na age the home, na ye age wise. Na mfano ye 16 years, ye 17 years. By your action of registering this person today as 18 years, you know, ama or the 2 years additional age that can from the matter happen. You get it? Obi wa fasibi wo face shala or when I'm fine. Wait all there. Me cage all there. Na ba cage all there. Na be. E wo 18 years a minister obi an you be challenge him.
Onye so.
But onye. If she na ba ne stature di gina wo, if she ni bibia, yes, you give her the 18 years. But analysis say me why say today Nanaba was 16. Now you know kwake 18 today. Now in the next 2 years, obenye 20 per your forgery na ayen. Next admission scholarship be aba. Na yere yama one way below 18 years ah. But that time in original can Nanaba qualified. Say and for 2 years in can age in home man. More for register here. Nanaba will be around 17, 18 years, 2 years to come. Original age. But because of in the register at the age of 18 in the next 2 years, Naba will be 20 years. Ahawan. If not your action, you be in the admission and now scholarship and now the Mumbwe Nasabaka. And one thing today, by the help of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, now the way you pray Oman Ghana, you compute him na Bibiala ye. I work waruku poem. The system is in such a way that Obiala or ye below 18 years and or register, the system will take him out. By the time the voter register will come, your name will not be in. That is how the system oti YN. So Obiriba no will register mu there pinte I say wow. By the grace of God, we have a vice president that inshallah
there be since of late glory in was my vice president
2024 you see what
and on spearhead day
in terms of digitization on money na bokosem from Kwame Nkrumah to today so ebenya oman panyin bi announce there a group of government officials bi attention what digitization Emma no ready numpo de sro yen there economy in the Baumia
yes.
Forgetting that digitization is also part of it.
Okay.
In the port, you could trace
paperless
port in Sankeski or what port to increase their revenue on your economy now.
Okay.
So the system is in such a way that it's a party focus. So don't fight. The system will take that minor off. By the time you voter register exhibition, the person name will not even come. But Nipakono so Otiambra, they in 18 years. Now abatement of crime, but I mean my problem is I will find a woman war back when they want to care the matter. Mukwena insha will be 14 years. Now my sure there insha ko na ko register one ko register insha. For what reason? What will I benefit?
Say woman.
No.
It's gonna be in Fiana.
But forgetting that essay our friend future.
Yes, no dachi. Of course.
That's a return. Na return I do so on ye. At what the one? Intimate parties. And this is when we are better crock. The can be out, do can well be out over that power. But Omanga na yampin. Omani. Oya somdwe man obokodo aya somdwe man yent o mo voter nti mesa party fo oba na se process wo oba na oya below ehwe na nyim dem akobere nyim ye onyim yi fia wo no onyim nuanu mpemfo onyim me family me step and balo onyim wonyina na se mo bo register no di kobere hwe na me ye below 18 a the only thing kobere can do is to pick the challenge form. What do one district or now say district review committee whatsoever we share Kwabla comes there and tell them in there missing with the help of Dr. Baomiane digitization checking from your school time you do school we will get your age Inte mesre oma onya asomdwe.
Okay.
There are a lot of mbere wo ho ye yiwi a yenso ye card ayewen. What's yenso yenko. You see, what started registration MPP can you can ya there anka one for electoral areas. The only thing is that NDC are annoyance on it. But MPP just put their argument there. But why we all suffered. Me when yala makatsa o ele fa wo fie nyi pe bia we nya that's inconvenient here and there. But what the bear were even cluster of police stations in Pa. I just work from Mifio, Kwabra, another boy. I get your one polling station. You go to the boy, and if the boy. Kwabe for the boy.
FSC.
Or can cut by phone. Yeah, you know, your Kawa, your registration. Atama say. But one man of them, electoral commission, were emblem decide that he will use the office as center for registration. Yeah, you go do yeah, we are. The next thing, the most important thing, do campaign tema. You go there and campaign, talk to your people. Now the iron is a good. Also, my baby, baby, win. My way now, cred. Jambo no we are nam kwe. No we are na sune ya so we are namen. One more one pune no kwe. Okwe na mponche aponche be no bi sen ne. Na elba na what that. No ka je na meye na no wo kan wasam. Meye do kwen. So do they yakoto aba. Na abobo hunkro. Na yen so yetiri mayayen. Yen so ya abo hunkro. Oya semtete na ekwo whoever offered the nation building. You say hospital C makes you a nation builder. So school C or may a nation builder. So Akwanyi it may a nation builder. Then we put our fact there.
All right.
Why you Akwan Kese? Okay. With the ways to school at Dana Kese.
Yeah, the
ways to Aspiti. You with the why a boreholes. Why the yeah can.
But I say. Abusu engineer Isaac Newton de kana Ethan and Kastle 90.3 FM. Mount the business travel so good we say stream live on Facebook to converse here join the conversation. No, Mr. Bebe na ba can come say I'm on a jiffy. But mokona mama commander so 7 minutes 8 minutes nano so easy some of our the political party CSO's media bi amboa na one of our register with our minors in yen2 ase one na chema guarantor system no only one way and comfort for the register minors and this new CN what call parliament what we guarantee system if you know Kabayanka media no any political parties in one final one more na credible voters register. So far so good. Within 16 days as at ended under one year or press conference you power to register 673,276 new voters within 16 days you know. Commander may you come on 7-8 minutes you okay.
Yeah, quickly Electoral Commission is I think the least said about them the better. Since I'm academy there or institutional, their job, their mandate is to serve the people of this country. When you need to what by yadza a man fun anything contrary to this. Or they be electoral commission for the what is wrong with you guys? Or they be some. Damo bossman asari you know nazi wakasa ebu na obakadama when you gonna freeze agro. But all your MPP for that.
And some of can Abbas know might be a cheddar when you gonna freeze.
I am with that. They are happy that they are subjecting Ghanaians into this kind of cruelty. Wama Ghana fumbar bre. Kwekuyima. Two issues. Before Electoral Commission 2020, what peda why a new register? Wakache Ghana for that, there are ghost names in the register. What it means is that when you nkrofa where we are, now we're register anymore. But the mobile me I wasn't a better electoral system you mean the one na other technology naba. I mean, how can you believe this? The technology in Ghana, the revolution, the evolution or involvement of this kind of technology in our electoral process and system Kwaku, before MPP ba power, Electoral Commission, there's a system in their headquarters. They can identify double registration. Electoral Commission, you also the music you know can Electoral Commission, they have a software that can find matching in their office. IT room now. They pick the images. Electoral Commission for no wo when I political parties. That young questions are worry. That was before MPP for Babenum. They open up their system for us. Into Mumunabi. In there. Say Obiti Kayefi. No so oba CCMA. Do oba register. Na mpakrono ofi baby ano onfi Ghana onye Ghana nyi. Na waba te Kayefi. Na waba do oba register. Wana no gina CCMA also onyim Kayefi fu nyina anti dem impo no challenge. Who can do that? What can the man say me chairman Ghana for Sept freche ibinum so will say one. They are trying to plunge this country into chaos. Kwakumesi obi otikaefi onye Ghana nyi na waba CCM do oba register. Wana no so wo CCM obutu mu enwu there. The me impa onye Ghana ntimo register. Magana for so ye hende. Yentum nkasa. Awe ba kasa na be impa bon. Aye impa bon o cheda wo na mpe Ghana ni yeye. Njehu Saman Brasi awon wo for kala na wo ba KU.
What about the street as a municipal assembly or Elmina?
And MPP for that. Do you know that? Sa court issues here one. Sa MPP for your vociferous woman. Ebun electoral commission ba set up. But anytime you go there, MPP will play that lackadaisical attitude. Even now, electoral commission for no, they feel emboldened. Electoral commission feel emboldened. Say MPP for anye de woman. Because obi anto etru man time for do on fancy in canon. Kweku, say why registration at the electoral areas are the proximity of people with different places are registered. I want to one. Because after all, even electoral area no difficult. Electoral area no difficult. But then when there people live with people. Until honor say it easy. I can tell you on authority. Challenges are Oboko Elections Review Committee obey lesser than the previous one. I can tell you. You don't need anyone to say there. Kwaku Electoral Commission was a eduman wa fun one. Jen Mensa no anye bossman asare na nan kadofon was the eduman na was ma honan wa fun one. Ntom there by next year no or the Electoral Commission yegun. There is another agency. Azona makana our entire centenary kada air planning. Kwaku kan bossman asare ni statement
minus na.
No.
Nimba we to register one na.
Man kan mazi.
The
one that has to do with the National Identification Authority.
Okay.
And I quote.
No.
I say we would like to use this opportunity to urge the government to, as a matter of urgency, provide the necessary support to the National Identification Authority to register all qualified persons ahead of the registration exercise next year. Kweku, Ghana mbra ama Electoral Commission no kwana there. I will put my voter ID card. Electoral Commission wa bo hon sabrane MPP for one MPP for kura wakabi what's our independent body ana why is the independent body dependent on another body? It is abana mfa sika ma National Identification Authority Electoral Commission next year want to make registration Because me makasa che awona sabi tapreche wo pede we take Ghana asam awona wo hu amembu bani ya ye wo mi mo what asen awona maka electoral commission last week yatina ha was an independent body what started MPP for one
I know what so in the constitution or state clearly
and
they were independent body.
Is it that the constitution says that you are independent but now you are going to rely on another body and send it to perform functions. Okay. What's the logic? Kwekwe. Logic in over here. An independent body. I wouldn't end there catch a banda, banumfa, sikan kama obi. Does it concern you?
So you're gonna cannot have registration.
Why must you depend on it? Because read the constitution. Electoral commission has, you see, you have that power. That is why it's very difficult for somebody to say that. We use the Ghana card was at Waba. The reason is that the processes for acquiring the Ghana card are different because it's a different institution that is mandated by law. Ghana card or a ECOWAS card, that also another different institution altogether. But if I was some year, Sambia, Jen Menson on you, boss my sorry, I was away.
About no why
Ghana card as a guarantor, as a connected Ghana card.
Yes. Say you birth certificate now. With my guarantor call be register.
On your banner badam fan chair, six yalanche. Obinaga card on as a guarantor, did you obey? Now, Mabana Baji, voter ID card, unless I will use a guarantor.
Honestly, I should see I in one or say media for internet. No,
I will follow Tinchana. Mr. There, card now. Only the as your sole requirement. Was a guarantor or was a J? What uncle card as a guarantor, Obi no guarantee more.
Yes.
Because in the birth certificate.
Yes, of course.
Be a guarantee more.
Sure. Yes.
Electoral commission says so be guarantee more being a card from another institution on your nezo. On independent and other tension. No more can independent and on another. What kind of institution is this?
Okay.
Institution that has been mandated wants it to be integrated to work at with all the features are epic. Electoral commission, if they want to but why? What started there was someone a card in okay, yeah, black and white and now Anna 2020 about someone a yanka, but they insisted that will be change obichwana.
Okay.
As I say, obichwan obianchwan. So if electoral commission decide there, or Ghana card doesn't know what's a guarantee G. Name no to Naban. So what the guarantee is on your minus. Can you imagine this kind of logic? More catch a Ghana for the Yente. Kweko.
Listen for
Miss Sen. My area who in day one. My area who in day one. Oh yeah, garbage in, garbage out. Mawai and CCI. Odu 2024. Obi ayo butu wakadeo. The monk of 2023 now. What add them to the register? I want no 1 2 2024 abanibi. In fact, when it's not register no forever. Unless there's a challenge on your entry. If there's no challenge, nine, we couldn't say as a mom. Nayenya electoral commissioner. No, Otubekade. Abato na wanya by force. Say yo, an organization that is paid by the taxpayer, and your function, one of them, is to compile electoral roll. That is the register.
Yes.
Compile register na mpakuna watu abo on to abo kwekwa for one
on the one asem
nti se yenye electoral commissioner no to mu na anu na ketche nkwafa wuchie ne kawo there register na no baby ahia twa na yebeye you are serving us, so it is all about you.
Okay,
you are serving us nembum baby I will pen na yebeye wo so epia for calibra.
Okay,
empia tele wufie na abato na onya by force.
As next year with my register.
When no on my electoral commission to decide when one to register and when one should not register.
Okay.
When I did the mutum number one.
Come on, I'm say.
It's a question way the men ya trokai. Nini anumia. What I want coffee be a electoral commission win. So when you're ready there, wabakasa. Sabi ta fetch.
Okay.
Sir, I go now in your home for sir. I casa home.
Mercy. Commander new din eten kano. Ebusia still meji waje channel for WhatsApp normal SMS 0244 743 143 0244 743 143. Area Kastle 90.3 FM. Ma ndo jumezi era wa so good you stream live on Facebook or Kastle 90.3 FM Cape Coast or Facebook or say na for nche photo mripum majen bena makankana mase amo engineer Dick memo 3 minutes fire about us.
Obia oh no say asemfufu bi wo find then obia na how a approach Nuruddin can decide that mayeke obobu hu dichi I can decide that metene egweyim na makama asam the general secretary of the party issue statement on the way electoral commission Ombe Adim Anko polling station. No one call electoral areas. No decided there or here in office. The party has a position, and the party position is that Anko Best Electoral Commission no Ombe Damina 1 year in electoral commission and ye into other year nam ye didi ye kikem yan kikem yan ye deden na ye katin of foam. Ni yen there eyen de na mbran diman odinechir into us say today I'm choosing my office as a center of registration. What do I do? Then as a party ya fa your plan more de ye into yanka kikem into we are beneficial of what the EC is doing. How do you say that? Because in LP 2 minutes nothing adibo baba wa kwemi bia na oye in support of you in yipakwen oye no troka ana yipakwen asema wo kacha imaso me kasa ma Ghana fa wonyi mama na mambu moti ni webo mu da mambu so moti say isi kede voting is a right ana kweku mobwa. There are a lot of people decide they want to aba embrebe na nchen so say assembly ba no one can electoral commission kede voting is a right. It's your right. You can decide to exercise that right or not. What you see anything from this electoral commission they don't want pay anything from them want pay
one on
NDC. But you have in our time Charlotte was say obi oye electoral commission troka. You see, all my Emma was submission kadama. The mind or one kofu team in there. You are in support of what is going on today. I've told you some of the things that we have to do, and I in them all day you firm to bring baby free baby no register. And it is not you alone. You are not living in Kosovo Kaya. Yeah, you are going to claim her. How I ever won't call for Obia when you're 18 years and I the same thing I do. Say, if I couldn't work and cancer, no sorry, Bob, you and now should or offended, can you feel looking at now MPP in the banners or proba, the same process, Lord Baba. So, what it means, my electoral commission yet, for us as also a party, we have come out with our statement that we are not in support of it, but Yabene then, only introduce it down. You must go. And voting is a right. Them American, you can minimum a lot of go for 2020 also on to aba. In Brebia you are betting, but it to abo and to abo. Majority of us yako to aba will take a decision. That is the thing that is the only thing Obia want to abo do that your voting does not determine who becomes the president. No, it is all to tell Akufo-Addo or to Mahama, but Akufo-Addo today is a president. Your voting doesn't determine who will be the president. But the majority of us, but the majority vote that is the where
So we need the numbers. We need the numbers. Yes, we need the numbers.
So voting is electoral commission. I can call baby there. Voting is a right. Yes, of course.
Constitution and so we have yes 8 years and above and of sound mind.
What year one? Electoral commission ye. My catch up. I mean, confirm for one. My family members and minimum the way we do 8 years. I buy my own fuel and bring them. Electoral commission party that call my chairman party that give me fuel. So obi yade the approaching enable yankikim if kikem into musum make kikem wapado. Akajo pa yoro furu kikawu kikem. Amaso maka wona yankikim. Meanwhile today but also that digitization no what do. You see I am one cancer me one yenda Ghana bana yelubo hu Ghana. Oye me ni ya no oye process. Oye nkaka nkra na you do this time. But if the attention given today in terms of digitization today the successive government Abenya this time round and we have a vice president and one was a friend Mr. Digitization
one of the friend
and this for the friend we
the digital man
we economic lectures no only digitization
send for me
you get it so the yanka there's no move in terms of digitization it is there in the Nkano that I do it cost stores are in Yaman tray they print it's also for but America the kind of attention the kind of let me say yadama digitization today you see I did for Dr. Baumwe you want no din obepe
okay me say Dick me say Commander Blamuka kana yam kwani
Accra data center no obi no osi so
Accra data center no so
yeah obi no osi atase but me say repeat bi me say there before MPP what there was a technology urban way back 2012 electoral commission me say there they have the technology was a check double registration electoral commission manka obia oze phone rekoto wanche no hansam na makan yo enye QR code a wazo to wache enyo no hansam na makan
another why mo kroma
enye QR code a wazo to moko enyo no hansam na makan
antimuni ne wache
anya antimuni ne wancha yedi QR code yedi kidina ho da pim enyo no bia na sa wona ze ba na MTN fo na generate am so wan yeden yeah reserve or na ata no date but mon peda me chen there the electoral commission system now osi one system no our means of checking these things and it has nothing to do with obiara aba frunyi biara in the search engine Google search engine no peda wofa nje eke Google map na was ba yen asasapan what did you Ghana skazi ekaya Google check the Google map you can even ask it check satellite no ko butu one image ko fie ni image you can click on it or the mama
digital address system na kana
it has nothing to do with them what did you skazi am ko say the Google map
what that no phone that
look chama kranji tell me che we be when we're moving to wa menyenam it's a Google map into directions and you click on it or the man could do baby ayako MPP for what that Ghana for there I want to what's but now what is this kazi short code here look mama kasam show today say in your admission na kaya anything that has to do with technology to that IT na no keka the outside obey the be a visa
Ghana in admission outside by the be visa
yeah
to go and study them IT courses.
Yeah. Those days, my junior brother had that opportunity before 2001. But today, go to most of the universities, people are doing AI. Yes, people are doing their doctorate in Ghana in AI.
Artificial
Some are
intelligence.
Doing their masters in AI. And what is that? About me, I abandoned that day. Kokuman Kasam and Chow. Electoral Commission wants me a year one. Sir, what's I can na ye did that? The Ahini Aja Pirate far. In the time now why let my vote count on no why then. What were they doing? Say bibi what system na ye human. Na say obitri adwene gina da akwaku ba why? Adene a support argument na say I was down on a ben silent. Njewa na me mere yemizi dede. Njo tell support bia. Nti say e kan ho asama. E kan oda ye bold na ka e condemn. Sa entumi nya kukudu na condemn. Entumi anya be bold. Na ka tell the electoral commission wo man kwa for a bre. Na warampo wo fu wela sen enkan. Tell them the kind of look the mandate to register. No individual can put any obstacle. 90.3 into obia oti ebia efuto abasa. Na odo okwa abrodu nko. Electoral Commission has put an impediment. If you na a press conference na catch political parties in there. Ahun wabasa minus na wazoko. Na mbocho bossman asare ajinjemiaro minus na wazoko na edaba dudu huni. Electoral Commission Eric Bossman asare no yin Menza. What about the wooden window for register minus?
Okay.
The law on the challenge form. Electoral Commission officer staff obutunga fill challenge form. But at the Electoral Commission be there. Imsense on yana. Because ebi impena was about my MPP or NDC. But the law also mandate the Electoral Commission that say when who foreigners and now when who minors woman, Electoral Commission can take those names to court.
Okay.
For them to come and challenge and explain it there. And when we in district review committee now. Do you know the composition? District Director of Education, no rep account.
Because it be a school from a farmer.
Every child, ebi or below 18 and not about 18. Education system with data about that person.
Sure.
Into some pakuno, obi challenge na. I will find about to akado mama ba where's 18 or no wakafa. Register no school in no was aba. These are the system.
Okay.
I have tried and tested.
But I say,
why is this current Electoral Commission under Nana Akufo-Addo? Why are they changing it?
Okay. Nudin.
Electoral Commission, in the last 2019, 1 year registration in over 1,500 centers.
Okay.
Kokwaba Tintina, and that's why you
okay, Madasi. Commander Madasi.
When you write it all, assembly elections or the
Commander Nudin, Commander said, thank you very much.
And we can't get people to complain. What's I want to answer? Why don't I know what's wrong? And tell Safu Kubia, what bomb pegu mama da don't feed no important. Of the way I feel also is as I know of a animal kingdom.
But
but this is no painting. Behind you.
Yes, behind you. But
also, since on Kastle no okay. And I also said
Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom.
Na ekono so okay there enyansafo mu wo hen. Na Muhammad nyi wan. Ono wa banumun. Ode enyansafo ne kasa. Na sisiara de na no or use a text message.
Okay,
Madasi. Imagine when we have such people.
Commander Madasi.
Community or that what boy here.
Okay, Commander, thank you very much. Yefansi, Madasi. Let me read the message about Kansana. Yanko Yerenyem. So is Nuruddin saying the EC and subjected Ghanaians to cruelty when they did limited registration at their district offices at the right time. At the time, right? He should come again, or has he forgotten? He doesn't know what he's saying. Kosa, the communicator, and also by El Haram. Baumia has promised vice presidential slot to 700 people, including the Akufo-Addo and the strength of materials. NPP, Daye, the man liar who brought Sky Training to Ghanaian's transport system is promising us electric vehicles. All Baumia followers, okay, Akufo-Addo will to will ADB and NIB forever to the powerful people behind the curtain in his government. When they MPP our Jesus name never again Allah amen Shama Banaza Ozabay ewo ahanum enyen. Let me continue from here. Good afternoon. MPP's abysmal economic performance and the fact that they will end their 8 years 2 times on 6th January 2025 will never come back to power again. They should try their luck in 2022 after NDC have done their 8 years. Kwesi Bafo Amoma and Ozu Efia the sort of bay our Hanum. MPP Pani, MPP Gu, MPP Atete, MPP Gupoto, MPP Nyami. Okay, I don't get this one. Boganka Fufi and Oziwe Odifio the Bay, aka King Kwa. All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Host. MPP have done ridiculous, but they themselves have become ignorant about it. Interesting days ahead. James Lelome the second, Suhum, and Oziwe Fia Ozebay Wahan. NK, the MPP man can talk. Pow, I'm Kofi from Kwapro, and Oziwe Ozebay. Sam Sebabia from Prewusi. As usual, no hope in NDC. Leza Ozebay Wahan. Good evening, sir. I'm Nana Kobna Isaac. From a search, listen to you live. In fact, this issue is both parties are making case, but in fact, Alan's resignation is a problem to the MP party, but benefit to the NDC. It's a good job for NDC because Baumia is not a tougher opponent because of his lies. I see. All right, my auntie and I am going to I want to be back and so on this side. Manfa wadi na yanko here. This one says NK. MPP they want advice, so Ghanaians are watching. Come to 2024, they will vote them out. Commander more fire. Nana Kendales and Oziwe Ozebay Ewo Ahanum. Okay. Okay. Breaking the 8 is not possible with BMW. Okay. Breaking the 8 is possible with BMW or Ken, but easier with the PhD man. Nana Kwame and Oziwe Ozebay Ewo Ahanum. Let me continue from here now. Yanko yenye na yemfa yen last topic no yemfancy Ewo Ahanum. Okay. I just want to read a set from this message. Okay. No school admission in Ghana demand age before you are admitted into their schools. Digital address system is to help assemblies to raise revenue. Can Dick tell the listeners how digital address system help to improve CCMA revenue? Okay. EC has failed to even demand digital address system to aid the system of registration, but they aren't demanding it. EC Jemese and Bosman Asari. Okay. All right. You can see it was a digital address, but then can generate revenue for as the assemblies, you know. Now that revenue no all about number. Digital address system was introduced. China yes about assemblies need raise more revenue, but are they raising revenues from that?
No, it depends on the assembly and how you are using it.
It depends.
Yes, on assembly and how the assembly is using it.
The CCM we're using years.
Me too come much about CCM because me one revenue a big part will beat one target. I can tell.
All right.
Or below. I can't speak for CCMA in terms of revenue generation. Now, say you'll be a kind of Yabakawan Sama.
A bit of message bench. No, inside a kind of digitization as some the digital address system. You want Ben Azi.
Meaning there's Shama. STMA.
Yes, second Academy Metropolitan Assembly.
The damn system here digitization paying of your property rate.
We use the digital address system.
Last year they were saying with this the system of a year was the ban, they were able to collect property with almost 95%.
Wow. Okay, Martin,
that is what I know.
Okay.
Last year was 2 years ago.
STMA.
STMA, second Academy Metropolitan Assembly.
Okay, Martin, Madam Engineer.
CCMA mean a slow ones.
Interested.
When you are finding percentages, it's a given figure. Not finding no percentage. Because I register impotent. Na impotent and no night ya. Say any figure bia. So you can score high. And say okay, why you want domestic debt exchange? 90.3. Say we are working and across say 85% or say BB.
One time you have to go I seed.
But see, I mean, you can say we would do so.
But I second one.
Or cut to go over the head.
But I say
you cannot just say that. But the gospel truth is that the more housing and those addresses.
Okay, digital address system no.
Not necessarily digital address.
Okay, housing address
street naming.
Okay.
So we did the street naming before digital free waba. Before digital free waba. na street name in Arampo, why ended up. But I want one shazi paka. As if nothing. Look, every district assembly has a desk. And their job was to work on this.
Madasi.
Only necessary. I would done one room. No can afford it. I will be our address. Is that what we are talking about? Go four corners of your room. Oh, what's
because it will generate. It will generate address. It will generate different address numbers. Oh no. How come there one room per and one house? Obenya. My former place my former place is it's not talking about the corners as my former place number T if you wanna me generate code na me kagina manasa different code na oba
phone you kita hensem phone you kita hensem obi our GPS and asasepa app no word asama American
I would am asasepa.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, okay.
There's another one. Or the same
okay. Okay.
Obi owo only be one phone na app.
Onje ono anye.
Asama American sabi otafe cho anya ho man. Because maybe amati. Empanela amadado na mpo o generate two different addresses. And I ebijina bijam port ni ma another address. And asama American yam nkotin na me experience the mazi.
Yes, of course.
Nti say in wa can you be some of them ah o say na say we that way obi ne dan four corners no be our address nti mbakwa ne dan odo osin for wa
okay Martin but as you fancy nko my show your final topic no
ebu na yet fanfare yeah no awa ba kan wasam ya na yempo
okay Martin but as you fancy okay you fancy Madasi minority in parliament they are saying they are threatening to take legal action.
They are being aged by some media people who think that politics check it.
Okay.
No, the
satellite image.
Madasi. Yanko ADB should do. Minority threatens legal action against government over NIB takeover by ADB. The minority in parliament has strongly urged the government to undertake a significant restriction of the ailing NIB in order to prevent the bank's potential liquidation. Please. Okay. Okay. Ora Isaac Adongo, or a ranking member of Parliament Finance Committee, accused the government of having an ulterior motive in the liquidation of NIB. Let me quote. He says, "It doesn't make sense introducing these complications in a very simple, obvious, and common sense finance decision can only be for an ulterior motive. We use Parliament, we use the Court of Ghana, we use every legitimate means to protect the livelihoods of our people." Quote and unquote. The Bogatanga Central MP raised concern about the joblessness that will be created if the government succeeds with the liquidation process. The government is playing a very funny game now. They said they want ADB to buy NIB. If you are going to buy NIB, it means it doesn't have money. Somebody has to give ADB the money. ADB doesn't meet the minimal adequacy requirement. ADB itself is suffering from diabetes. Now you want to combine asthma with it and produce what kind of human being? You don't add a bad bank to a bad bank. It's never done. A good bank can buy a bad bank and use its strength to improve that bank. But the conversation is that ADB itself must be treated for its own individual illness. And NIB must be created for its own individual illness. If you do that, they will be so healthy. They won't even be interested in coming together. In a country that is struggling to even retain NABCO jobs, you want to lay people off from sustainable jobs? Hell no. In the end, we will be the worst off. Okay. We saw what happened the last time. Quote and unquote. These are the words of Honorable Oye Isaac Adongo, Bogatanga Central MP, and a ranking member of Parliament Finance Committee. Not even say we have to also be using any legitimate means here. If a bank padozi NIB Bank or my ADB. No, you more 5 minutes and come on.
Unfortunately, I've not read this.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Mutuma kind over the period and yati them ADB problems.
Even NIB is no work. NIB is behind him the NIB Bank and answer. What to soon?
In fact, before NIB issue no urban, ADB is a bad doubt.
Okay.
And the anger now the government were majority shares in the ADB. The attempt is to float the shares of government. No, until what on government and the shares no do na. Not that what my government and na yekete. Then individuals na we can because see imagine there what an ADB shares. Na say Sicilia about the package na wa. Kweku ami na we be bia. Kweku
yeah, yes,
no, these are the issues, no. If it is an attempt, the Elton Abana Bank and the Ghana banks in Elton, as I'm a one crowd fan, because one of the requirements and the areas are not the Japanese document in Organ, or yeah, for them to take control of the financial sector of Ghana. This has only been opened a wire. Maybe I will to more according why then why. Kwagu onchare yegudu ADB kokwan ya amana na NIB issue no yedan obey but no crying there banks e bie ni na wo ya yarefo
Isaac Adongolo kan
yes e ho bie ni na ya yarefo na sa yarefo e bie na te ho kokobo ma e ko ni ya ba na effect butuma affect e ko no mpo ne de no mo kwaku ye biso Ina kahuma yenka asamna was it digital is technology. Kogu digital in or technology. On antina and that me you can say Edna Fuya what I said there was there. One of machine I would be so I was a digital machine. Automation. Automation machine. Fuel gumina one time what on that don't know.
Okay.
You end up there. They will be creating more stories. Now, what can someone now at the end of the day? I saw all that way want to mean yet. Kwaku, inche banks are or your individuals want banks. We're winning. How ADB?
We're good to have one bomb.
Oh, Kwaku, we're winning. Why? Into banks and managers and other cashier and tell us now. I want to walk the GCB so. I want to wait, man.
But I said, "Been also the bomb."
Ni so what mo kwa hin.
Consolidated Bank Ghana.
Wana na wo ba mobile consolidated. Nti manager na na bia na wo UT Bank. That manager na when?
UT Bank on was the man Ghana Commercial Bank. On Capital Bank.
Why is that manager? Loans officer na wo hefa. Atasa.
Oye won yan mum na wotum wo fon won say.
Kweku, you see you cannot be a manager in a UT Bank, come to GCB and become the manager.
Sure. Already have the manager there.
So you are doing all these things, and as at the time, we're good at banks and people raise issues. I don't go now honorable to force them. They raise this issue that even government banks, I want to say why my banks in the Surugu. Check it, ADB, NIB issue. They raise issues that any abandoned bank no say don't know. Problems na can there. GN Bank into one win. Man kwa fuma kati na fie. Kwa sunu no one child. Anko couldn't them soon. The same thing also wa abandonism. Abazana way. You shore up their capital. You give them some liquidation. Na ema wujina wanado. The same approach na nchebu tumezaya GN Bank. My Sufin man told me, there be I as a how here one there. Can it be she be? I a baby. Woman yet. Today, I said the ADB no here NIB. I yell for being.
Don't go to a crazy ass because you diabetes.
Me tell why I yell for. I'm now why. Look, Kwaku, it's honor the name of one Yaraba. But I must say, I'm going to be why I yell for.
Okay.
But Obia what NIB. Or ADB, or you may one bank no ya. And I want to watch in one. Once when you are there, so will you have to walk with you? workers will be contemplating. Because obi anenyo tua ekwana what the for UT bank for onyim ekwana what the for do capital bank onyim what the for do it is ende what in a whole true no fault of yes I mean those people working there how no nya won ho
one hour
but why in the picture there GN bank no workers na wo ma ho no be ya na abana no the GN bank no no yede until the day na GN bank contractors and there you bring your certificate you work because most of them are a pre-financing it is a pre-financing or that way call you wutika until the bank will also look at the certificate and now they will contracting then they give you the money to work so when you need now we na abandon ntia ho na abandon so don't to meet the minimum capital as a result of the go bank na egwin ina nkwafo matena fie amanfo rebre
okay cellphone
nti ADB NIB workers na ba what na one but in mama kasi kechecho anytime bia aban oya da manzaman you know the staff they are working on the figures they see when you zorkodo nti they will even prompt why whistle brewers
okay customers now though
yes
do me you Oscar
exactly the moment what we call the panic withdrawals or setting you go
asamaba
until all the time we na at the MPP food be na nkofu bi wokasa na wase there na banks na what is it called that out banks no one how one or yeah result of the panic withdrawals and the panic withdrawals no so and you know na why bent that the nkofu one banks no they wo gu because na one pede wo ben sika na yo Bank of Ghana na law supervising
okay
ono so the cow
madasi
ono supervisor there na account mano ma bank se no mbaka won ono la so ten homa no so the cow
okay no di madasi
no sa abana na sika wo mun ono so was the cow
okay
ma yarefo abienin ina wazo nkwa kishia na dama yarefo abienin wo sia ho na obom wa ya manje na ita
okay madasi
NIB oyal ADB ya nzama abienin wo sia wazo ho no boma
all right madasi commander no reading come there sir dey kebreme
you see asama the bay okay there onya details of it in tanka one seminaka I think they so said the same but you see kobana orabo kitana payurofo inti asamna ka obodowa na odako baby you see bank the state of Ghana Bank. The state of Ghana Bank. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Also, they who demand a long time. Somewhere 2015, 2014, 2015. Oko Takrady today, Takrady Technical University. Ma okama lecture will be oho. Ma okani plane there. Ghana banks in TA. Ghana banks Lubogu. Ghana banks 1 year, one the way we operate one system 1 year. He openly mentioned one bank that our mama bank biadin. That ema nana ibinu wajiji sika. Joko Bank of Ghana there one more license. Wo we and we say chika ji woska wo che wodi. Na wanya me na owo yes kana yezo kwato wan anu na wazo bobra we sit here yanko na da ya paiwe no fon there kada abanye egu banks kweku your private banks will kwam ha abani wansol putupume ngu banks wansol onye ne dope da awo ndo Ghana fon sin bi that also in our ogu banks. Yes, on money, yes, sika, the Kasham, that site, Robey, ye. Nina, kwe, in Saga. Because na a fobo or shall pop look to Kumu po bow. Banks, you know. It's actually be or court may be no wide out to know this.
Attention.
Nana G to a court, us me D. Malam da we miss him.
Could go another company.
Made the Miss Kamotia. chairman mama mbera motua today kweku there are banks before me you be ni yagigi yes you see in banking no I find them all okay say obia walk in oko commercial bank the niska odo ana any other bank do ka gini sika bank no survive.
Yes, more from panic draw one.
In banking, who scares about war, Missy K is about one. Ibo wa no reading Abraham scare 1 billion. No only saving 1 billion. Mutibaya bill on a fixed deposit for 6 months. 6 months and Mamma can on the 6 months. I will try to turn around with the money. Kweku, the minya don't forget that ibiduma kobo bra ibia hwo no mfifil dem as a water on the banker Ibrahim amanyiska oniska odboba botobi onye sisi ada pankotin boto John Dramani mama botuma akotobi the man so na se ankwankoro ye die sika ekom maame o wa biaze chakwe odiriska koto Infantiman Rural Bank ne adom pipi wo sika woda akoto wan yellow use is twayenu next day mama yangwen depositors what was sika akoto no na mom yangwen wona wo ye adwuma no wo ho nkote hu na yenja wona wo sika hwe Infantiman Rural Bank orugwehu papa bi kwa kajo no koko sika guo that fixed deposit ojewan no twabo fom
okay
we sit here. The only you are inciting workers against government, living depositors. Grace is love, was a love is grace. So Kem, Bono, DMK, your friend,
DMK,
no, in the microphone. You see, it is about the depositors.
God is love.
God is weigh them and compare to the workers there. That in yes, I agree with some people that. Workers no so what so welfare, but that is not the doing of government.
Okay.
I tell you anything inside to some. So damn no ye. So aban ben, omo recapital. Omo won scan one for show when edumam. Or send mo won scan.
I tell you anything important no ye
I'm not talking about tracing and traces, but them banks in Bina.
I don't want capital.
Oh, there are private banks and other banks.
Can you name some of them for me?
Oh, Mamin can be sure. You see, there were rural and one madam micro AB, ne kubimpo, Adum BB.
No, I ain't for.
No, you abra.
She's a bank now.
Wegu. Okay, one of the banks.
But it's a microfinance company.
Yes.
Eco banking in full
that's
bank.
What I'm saying there.
Because they can come because all these banks here no need to come as the rise of GM Bank Nazi. The only year more good as aside Capital Bank is ever Caribbean Abermos can the end is government give them money one fine shame and later one when you mean requirements in it. No mean requirement 120 million. And the government MPP won't bear no, then you increase it to 400 million. The likes of GM Bank, UT Bank, all these banks will go in a Unibank on as no one that financial muscle to get the minimum requirement. You
see, the minimum requirement, was set so that the bank, then they will say the bank will be strong enough.
Okay.
Amanyen deposit the years can out one. In case BBC, then they have something there.
Yes.
They will rely on that money.
So the government didn't give them anything.
That me them topic you baba for discussion.
But no account.
I know very well that government or the sika one swell put to prum no look banks. My memo a clear example of GN Bank. GN Bank and one of the way you have been one to pay in this for. Okay, contract of 2016. But
government is continuing to on phone.
Of course, government to buy
in the GN Bank in the way you see one status bus savings and loans. Even first one.
You see, Oba Abanso Bobo paper the
okay, send for
2016 December. And also November, I know what my contract, why issue contract. If you remember, GM Bank or Dr. Ndum no good GM Bank, or the previous government to go good GM Bank, but today comfortably sitting here, o twa nyampia
okay mother Sidik
it is a bank say be in a bank say be for a long time na minim the NIB or bread because nya your brother Alfred George Kojo
yes no a deputy managing director
ewo ho so me na NIB in some be government officials previous government officials work our what do ho current government in one so office ibinum so the cow ho
okay
so minim the issues no
okay
mesra banda abanhwe na mayebeya these two state banks mayebeya obeyeye
okay
no
Martin
Efra
may I say even I have an issue one day I'll do an editorial on that with Oya ADB and NIB now because ADB now also agriculture development bank but sometimes I ask myself if you go to a great place like Jokwa Chufuman Elmina where you're fishing or ADB bank in you but later this is a urban areas in the war but banks because so that's the reason why that's the reason why I made for instance the GM bank green oil because GM bank no be what you call no be what him man everywhere baby other ADB bank upon other work or hockey human GM bank they were doing that thing for them so ADB bank now one but one focus now on way fido and now eco campus I want and urban areas will go on as it no didn't say
the millionaire or the spread with tentacles
okay
because it's just like the education. Some institutions were created for a purpose.
Yes, by we deviate.
But today,
we may deviate. Sure.
But now, better to be sir, come on, there. Abandon na, Papaya Wobon in there. Jama, now, Padino Oze a internet ban offended. Ono, what's an ono no one?
Wana. Mark Zuckerberg on the Facebook page. And a cause of Elon Musk. Okay, Elon Musk.
The monk of Nia, when I dream now, was I'm impact motionity Morgana. But Kuku, the main pan no kitchen attack according to Quabno. No, so you banks be all bugu. But on within
okay.
And now, Pacona Yaminadum or the Kakeji vote. Obaye, Vice President.
Banks Nigu.
Into Inimansan Arabo.
I better yeah one.
But no one a bank in Ugu. Nasa city I catch in there, woman in Sika. At that time, every fact record to be aware when you're 9 billion.
Okay.
To sustain this banks.
All right, new demand for course.
I spend 22 billion.
Okay.
Then go bank.
Okay, Madasi.
Okay,
Madasi. Where's the good afternoon, Mr. Host? Upon all free SHS implementation, you are using the EC to win the election. Please say no to Baumia and MPP. Ghanaians will give you showdown coming 2024. Greetings to Ado Mysterious Band. AUC from Iden Ozuweze Bay. I'm SK from Camfor. No hope in MPP. NDC is coming again. Amen. There's Azerbaijan. Asha Khalifa, the taxi driver, says, in fact, this government did a cleanup exercise in the banking system when it resumed office in 2017, all in the name of strengthening it. Now, what has happened to NIB and ADB under the so-called competent and we have the men gurus in MPP governance? I totally agree with to certain people who said MPP and Akufo-Addo is trying to sell state-owned properties to his family members before he leaves office. Ghanaians should rise up and trash this incompetent government of Nana-Addo. Nana K, you are the best presenter in Ghana from Kenken Kwa Boganka Fufi. Thank you very much. Mr. Host, MPP party has become a... Okay, all right. I don't like this one. The word I don't like it. Good afternoon, okay, Kwain. Let Dick and his MPP know that this concept of digitization and the numerous praises being showered on the Vice President Baumia, have they forgotten that the infrastructure platform for it, example the fiber optics, etc., was created by the NDC? George Abra in Ozuwe. Good evening. In fact, most Ghanaians don't want to hear the voice of the MPP communicators again because they are liars. Okay. They should give us a break. If we can't see, we can hear. Okay. Elmina Nawezifia Ozebaya Wahanum. Oh, God save NIB and ADB from the evil hands. Amen. All right. Yam focus kakra. Yam bene kopa. Yam focus kakra. 0244408046. 0244408354. 0244408046. 0244408354. Eba 30 seconds. Na bisumbe onya konombrembi. Hello. Good evening.
Fine evening. Oheneba. For sure, we something about me. Previous year, brass. Manka suggested. Honorable Pab Busuchio. No, honorable cook. Also, Mori. Over for MPA assembly member. Share. Maka some sure NDC Casma or so number 2 go up. NDC impact Babia or mine. Yeah, but Bengo do. Yeah, brother, mine.
Okay.
You see, our royal room. Anything for you.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want the one baby.
Madam, say hello, good evening. A jar 30 seconds, Yanko.
What's all over down here? I said, I think you commercial electrical car. If I take
a public transport in your electric vehicles.
As a president of the slogan, Papa.
As a slogans.
Also, the other person, it's on the room, sky train. Never pay that. Let us say that. Shall say that. It's a dick or cast on the word, you know. It's a dick. Maybe so.
Also, cast on the original.
Back I want you on the 20 million, what to call 400 or something. It's a good share, that's all.
Okay.
That's all good.
All right.
Because I want you to about to share. Is it all about Lugu? Is it? I want people to fail. Say, I'm really agree. I know what will fool. I'm flat. Yet. If you want that kind of high.
I was one made draw one. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, I was the Becca Safi.
No, I'm a spider.
10 seconds, Yanko.
I know quite mention on about some confident to be over there and go on canon. Hey, no, quite. When did you feel like and judge that? Workers away more banking sector. The one who has said, well, I hear to me before you did see our now. Matter, hey, banking sector, I will go, but one came home to me before Koshab and say you can quarter to bank. I say, the master Yamba, and you make a tell you who you okay. In the Habano, see there, or Kelly, I don't know what to do. All right, one who does not know, and this is my banner, you may answer it now. I am to know who I am, not that boy.
Madam, in Zagishawa.
Zagishawa,
Madam, hey, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Occident.
Who's the Becca Safi?
Original good of your Mina.
I'm in 10 seconds.
Can a proverbs also send a patini demand that a man one and wagon. Never Mumuni would demand the many champion on chapter 1. It's my Panamacan day, and many women. What's I never look at you? Well, Carl, look at a way electric system woman, what electric
but your electric castle, and you are your electric castle.
Oh, Master, man come out, Mamma. Man come out, Mamma, Mamma come in. Your woman, and I know today, BMW, what you build, California. Okay, see that. Okay, bread pano, one wabo commission. We are put to a premise and what's on. I fell for what I could defense station.
All right, okay, Marty. May say hello, good evening.
Good evening,
10 seconds, but I moment you can keep up.
I could almost MVP. I like a good MVP almost.
Nalankas, not with me. Madasi, Boga, Madasi. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
10 seconds, who's the Becca Safi? But you know, who's the Becca Safi?
From collective, Kastle Papa.
Okay, but 10 seconds, I'm into
the Pocho. I mean, today, which Kastle, the program, and that program will be called Uba, Analyze and Improve. Until the show, new program here, follow me from I.
Matt, Madasi. Okay, Marshall, no man, answer 74. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Who's the Becca Safi? Yakubu, 10 seconds, I'm into why.
Yo, Mammy said Dick. Now, me say income parliamentary candidate, people of alcohol is everything. Now, me can't tell the new regime there. Mama, the only take a timber on to me by the president. Because Mama, no, what the mind you do? More ye PIA. No to me, no idea one or the Bugana. It will be a man doing a way. In young economic like a Bawumia. No, what is Zama? Because the man and Zama, why is the whole world? You're Ghana to you. It's only a new Jinon Castle.
Masupo, Medas. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, I'm Papa.
Okay, 10 seconds, I'm into.
But you were MPD, no more small.
Mr. KNC Solomon Batia there. Commander market in the wash on Kasa one. One no your professor Genano Pocagman. No, I bet commander market in ye or just your jammer. The Munko free what can one back.
Right. Martin, hello, good evening. Oh, hello, good evening. Can you know myself? A fair radio station at TV that need to move radio first. Good evening. Okay, Janet, I'm going to electric public transport vehicle.
Yeah, Chinemi, China commanding. That's a Indian China way in young was in young I Apolline France now. I better than yet, not embarrassing. Yeah, we're communicating. I didn't mean here. So that's no point. They were below. They were papa. Until I didn't want to. No man by it, one mind to push him from a school. That's all my hand.
Marty, may I say hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Nana ko join.
I'm from the Nako Kwai Menzi Kwajo.
Nana ko kwai me ya sorry.
Who's the Beka Safi?
Me Kasafi Abraham de Kojo.
Okay, Kojo Mentil. Internet from Kojo.
Nana ko kwai. Obi your program now. E first program na ye na for car Abraham sister bo he. Car fi techima na about party. Main road no to mo yi load. Am I wanna chiko slow.
I wanna block
sisia o.
Mama kan wasa me asisia ya.
Mama kan wasa me sisia. Then the Campus authorities here. Adey. Nana mpacho me komanim. Unim omo to aba ama MPP since 92 abapem this time. Omo nya hwe wo mu no. Mutucha ma omo. Mr. Alan Martin post a quote tuba gobe manya wedi. Adey epende Nana do na ba omo yakwan resign. MPP party no good da.
I see.
Adey na mutiti ni baza. And this fan omo ni hwe ba nipo.
Okay.
Almost Ghana head na ko kwa nda na Ghana ba head ne. Ghana den dey fitititi. Kwame Nkrumah Ghana futu Kwame Nkrumah Ghana fu bo se me da se
Maso da se. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I was a Beka Safi.
That's what I mean. I'm from
Joe 30 seconds I'm until
sister and sama akina igna itebio ayan floating voters it's a benia one in some work count the sister efumidin e wo the this MPP no kwani what is what you can have no ya to say papa Bombay now the national policy. National policy have been off at non to money. There's a bucket of the manifesto that I may have an as so many won't find to change national policy companies war. It will be the unable money.
All right. Marty, Madasi, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Nana.
Yes, I was a Beka Safi.
And George. Hey, mama kind of.
Okay, 10 seconds.
In your, but that I will go fast. See, my dick can who the gun I isn't. Another wash a down away. They be and it is because managers of the economy. I will get a PhD in a non can wine any year, Ghana for a change. Let's see, old man, what the crab boom. Electric more. Why electric cars and now what for women now for Laura Quania was it a weed.
Laura Quania over Fado.
So why then you Laura Quania and electric cars and Abba? No, what can't not the full frabotum, what can the full frabotum?
Okay, I can hear say.
You, that's
Master, that's hello, good evening. Yes, I was a Beka Safi. 10 seconds, I'm until. Marty. Okay.
Now, I'm talking Jamaica. What I say,
okay. Master Madasa, hello, good evening.
Good evening, NK.
I'm a Benyodu.
NK.
I'm a Bomitan.
Yamina Admo, Michia, Wabo go Fabi, and I want to know one in. Hey, what an NK. Electoral Commission, Nassani, and Peramaka. Electoral Commission. Oya, a new deputy, Bossman, sorry. Sebio to Fletcher. Anna, Mofamana walk her register. Anna, no one fit a Ghana card. Yet many Emma, I walk. If you know what register, Emma will get a Ghana card. Emma Ghana food, when you be.
But Ghana card, you mutu. I will do Ghana card, you are non citizen identity card. Why a Ghana card, but non.
No, but that's what I register when you voter ID card.
On to farm register. Okay, on easy farm room. Okay, Martin.
Question. Okay, Bossman, sorry. Electoral Commission for Nankasa, our principal papers with the good game.
With just a mere allegation, you have to prove it. Madam say, FNC. My last call about the course in this. Hello, good evening. Yes, I would have a fee. 10 seconds, I'm until.
Better young woman, so you will find then. Did I make any indecent message to be since in the Adibia, me, the I am bringing at the bay. Yeah, here is the idea within this Amanu work on us. I'm the damn kind of some family one could be one tap to papa. I bet you are one minute, papa. I go about papa. It's a man who could go mamma down and not to the yes, Antonio. It is what my propaganda for feeling that.
Okay.
No, what do I want to petition you?
Master, I say, come with this. I'm for last 2 number first. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, coin appointment.
Who's the Becker Safi? Who's in a Becker Safi? Who's in
Obedo Kachuka?
10 seconds, I'm until
your Medasapa, you will be sharp with man. Then, better catch MPP. A pair one cup for Jesus Christ, one from a can
okay.
Campaign manager. Okay, 2024. All from 10, John Man Mama, often temple with flat. Babaji, then uncle, a Jeffy, began of my work and
Marty, last call, I was a Becker Safi.
Thank you, Jesus call for photo.
I know my last call, I'm too.
And be Mamincha incoming and pay for Horace, I will see. Papa. None about Peter or Stan as some of my person in the tray. The no crying, well, I am when you from Husuban. A banner one twin, one shot simple wabba prints and you know. Only for will now obey them with you. ID card will be you. Oh, so I walk a court here, when you police be. I did be you are actually 10 be outside a court.
Okay, Martin.
About 1 year you will be. No crying, Michelle.
May I say, man for calling the Yamber Nason to FNC. I had more chamber 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Constituency Watch. Nana come say, NK, tell my brother I'm happy my impact is going on well in his constituency. Could tell Dick PLD bus is still not full. Space for him and Kosa. Dick, my BMW is giving me problems, so. Say something not come receive BMW. Just need BMW wash us all man problems.
You know them on your original engine. So be send was so you know as an engine. BMW engines are not you.
I see. Okay. Who find out was here so
yanko. Me win e mesre party for. Na mesre party for na there. Onyema nuridi na abokọ sama all back wa ha. Ya back 1979 asam. Woma yenya yenya kwal. Na nyamea no osese wim menyem the MPP de bia yeka yegitum the all is not well but NDC is not the option omenya yenya kwal delegate wo Cape Coast North we team in the messa one day omenya yenya kwal na yenjina Dr. Mahmoud Baumia nechi na party fanita mpam from Damansi
Maso Meda Sebusi engineer Isaac Newton Dick and a tenant can Cape Coast North constituency youth organizer MP Amanya a member of the regional communications team. Dick Irasi. Nudi Yako Ufana West.
Well, in the first place in a DKM, Wakadoya President Mama and Ayeza. Yako on Fiawa tree. One cafe. Kwegu Open be Kade national policy. But Article 34 of the 1992 Constitution, it can down to I think Article 40 thereabout. We policies for the country. One of them are your free SHS. One of them are your free education. One of these are your policies in our whole. In implementing it is all be banner or as such or Mayam for parties in Bomuku and Kade.
It's your fantastic the free SHS now your constitution.
Oh, Constitution Article 34. The directive principles of state policy.
FQ
Oh,
free compulsory basic education.
On Article 25 clause 1 A, B, C. A ni basic education.
Okay.
B ni secondary school. And na C no or for tertiary.
I see.
In fact, tertiary no bono also there when there is resources. You can name na catch na there we just as a hero kwacho.
All right.
This is an informant. Ono no ya tena magana fu yemu bi no yentomanka.
Okay.
Nti se mo papa ni zia.
Okay, Madasi.
Na o kan da ma na ya kwa na ya da ya.
Madasi.
So come can my last point. Electoral Commission. Why day 12 or day 13? You win there. Pay the statistics. And Crawford one kita Ghana card. One register and one register when they over 60%.
Okay.
Electoral Commission. MPP Re-election Committee. One can the may.
Engineer Commander Madasi, FNC. Everything your commander no reading combination senator and can deputy director Zema NDC Central Region, CSOs, interparty and interest groups. And a member of the regional communications team Zema NDC Amanyo Kono. It has no super cancer. Emma Yatina season come so Marco, but Nana Kwame Prempe NK Precom Semen for happy birthday and comma. The chairman or Papa Sanku or Sankotet Farmers in there any birthday. Papa Sanku, happy birthday to you. Age with more grace and blessings. You know, number 90.3. I feel said there was supposed to be another one, sir. And Yankopana, so I'm going to Y and Shira. Now, Zamo, there should be a so Yankopana fee said a bit wafino, one for them no. And now I'm going to say to Naka, come on, Yinchan was Omanina Napo, which auntie Papa Sanko of Sankotes Pharmacy. Happy birthday to you. I will say this me production was being led by Bernard Ogodamaso face so Kwamina Isuman and Afi Anchor Nab. And you were from Nana Kwekua and Uncle Miriam Agrizi or some Akodemum. You wish you had much and you be 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. L consensus watch you do. But until we meet again, if your enemies, you stop to say a prayer. Don't forget to say one for me, yourself, your family, your friends, and even enemies and Mother Ghana. Kastle 90.3 FM. Miss Yade, Nama